There were two guys on there, two or three guys talking about how bad the bands were. They only had it hooked up to a small radio. It wasn't doing more than a watt or two. And they asked if there was anybody out there who wanted to jump in the conversation. I threw my call out there. And the one fella picked me up, and he couldn't believe I was only running like a watt or two. And it was pretty funny because the guys were talking about how bad the bands were. And here I am from Pennsylvania, halfway across the country, and I threw my call out there. And he said I was faint, but I was clear as day, making it over the noise, and he was able to hear me. And 2SCD Friday.
YouTube channel. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing when people say, oh, the band's this, the band that. You got to try it out. I mean, yeah, when the Solar Sunspot cycle was down, yeah, the bands were crappy, but I was still getting on the radio, and I was still call CQ, and, you know, if I got to turn on the linear, I turn on the linear. That's the way it rolls. You know, and if I got to put up a bigger antenna, put up a bigger antenna. You know, that's the way it rolls in ham radio. And, but if the band seems empty, call CQ. You never know. Somebody might be thinking the same thing and listening. You know, but the thing is with ham radio is that a lot of people get accustomed, 20 meters. I mean, when you say ham radio, people think 20 meters. That's all it is, 20 meters. No, man, there's other bands, you know. And, I mean, there's times that 10 meters has been open and people don't want to call CQ, and 10 meters has been open. I mean, look, well, you know, 10 meters today, I mean, even earlier in the morning, I'll tell you, Stan, I mean, it was on fire. I mean, there was not one frequency clean between 28,300 and 28,600 on 10 meters here. And yeah, it's leveled off a bit, but this morning with all the European stations, I went crazy. I was making contacts left and right.
Yeah, I was on a few hours ago, probably about 9 or 9:30, and I was having a blast. I made a ton of contacts in that little span of time, most of which were in Europe, and it was a good time. Usually I'm on 15 meters, and I try to hit that early in the morning, usually about 9 or 10 Eastern time. That's a lot of fun. But I figured this morning I've heard 10 was doing pretty good last couple days or so. And I figured I'd give it a try, see what it opened, and I turned on the radio and looked at the waterfall, and I just couldn't believe how many signals were there. So I tried to find myself a nice little spot where nobody was, and called CQ, and I had a pile of Europe and some American stations, and it was a blast. I had a lot of contacts. It was great fun.
Give me more likes, finger blast the screen. Yes, then I was actually, yeah, well, you were talking to me, I was actually reading also the comments on my TikTok page there, because I'm streaming live on TikTok. And the TikTok channel is called W4MBU, the Voice of Miami, but I'm also streaming right now live also on YouTube. And everything that's happening on the radio, you can actually watch me live. If you go to W4MBU on YouTube, you can actually watch it live. But yeah, man, I'll tell you, I mean, 10 meters to me is the favorite band. I love to operate AM. I checked AM a little while ago on 10 meters between 29.0 to 29.100, but there was nobody there. And usually there's AMers there, and then I'll turn on the flex and adjust it, and I'll sound like a broadcast station there, because I love AM. But, you know, 10 meters, man, it just has that special thing. You know, it's just like 11 meters to me. There's something about 10 meters that I love. But you know what I love to hear the most, then, is when I get the guys that have technician class licenses, and they're running, you know, either export model 11 meter radios, or they're running 10 meter radios, and they're running with this massive 7 element Mako antenna, you know, and these guys come over here running these massive monobanders, putting these beautiful signals. I enjoy that. I love it. And those guys love to rag chew. They will sit there and talk and talk and talk, and I'm like, man, I gotta go have a smoke outside. I'll be back.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a lot of fun. Man, I tell you what, your starts to peak about 10 over S9, so they must be opening up a little bit better. But yeah, every time I get on 10 meters and actually call out CQ, I have a blast. Yeah, like you were saying, you'll get on the band and there'll be nobody there. Everybody says, oh, the band's dead, the band's dead. You call CQ for a few minutes there, and before you know it, you got a pile up. I don't know if people are shy about calling CQ or what, man, but before I know it, start calling CQ, and the band looks dead on my waterfall. Start calling out. Before I know it, man, there's a pile up Europe, sometimes South America, depending on how the propagation is, sometimes across the United States. If you're on the East Coast, I can get a lot of Europe, and I get across the country. Unfortunately, I don't quite get in Australia or Japan. Made a few contacts there, but not too many. But yeah, I'll get a nice pile up, mostly Europeans, especially in the morning time. And it's a lot of fun talking to them guys. And those guys will sit there, like you said, and rag chew with you, and it's a blast over.
What's out there, cheap bones? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I was gonna tell you something just right now about 10, man. Oh my God. You know what happened to me yesterday, and it happens once in a while when you got a good signal and you're just calling CQ. You call CQ, you'll talk to one guy, you'll say 73s, another guy comes at you, and then another station at you, and another one, and then you just end up going W4MBU, QRZ, and then you become part of that pileup. You are the pileup now. And it's like, that happened to me yesterday, and it was back to back, back to back, back to back, and then you see me with the keyboard, logging away, like if I'm the expedition station in the middle of nowhere, and it was like amazing, and that's what these 10-meter operators do, and I love it. I love it. Let me see how many people I have on TikTok right now. I have 101 viewers right now on TikTok. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't have TikTok or Instagram and that stuff, but yeah, I got you up here on YouTube. Yeah, definitely 10 meters is a lot of fun. I gotta just make sure I get down here more often. Like I said, normally I'm on 15 meters because that's a lot of fun. The reason I like 15 is it seems to be open more than 10, especially now.
I can probably get you if you go to 10 meters.
And the band is huge. You can just spread out.
GT4,
and you call CQ, and once people start firing, you get a nice fellow put you up on the cluster there, and before you know it, you get in a small pile up, and you can just spread out and not be on top of people. It's a lot of fun. Over.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just had right now a YouTuber, a TikToker saying that if I can probably get her on the station, but they gotta come here to the frequency and say they come in here. But yeah, man. No, I'll tell you, 75 meters, I love 75 meters because, you can sit back there, with a cold one at night, rag chew, and those guys just go all out, balls to the wall. They don't care. They talk about whatever, they cuss, they do everything. And the funny thing is that it's like a bar, and you got to be accepted into that little club. If you're not accepted, they tell you, station not recognized, get out of here, which has happened to me a couple of times. I'm like, oh, you don't want to recognize my station? I got something for you. And I'll turn on the bigger amplifier and, tune it up. And I'm like, okay, do you recognize me now? They're doing 40 over. And the guy's like, wow, but 40 also, I like it also because you can talk local with your guys regional, and then you can talk some DX. But 10 meters, man, it's just where it's at, dude. 10 meters is where it's at. Let me see what are they telling me here? Oh, man, okay. I gotta read these TikToks. Yeah, man. I don't know if you want, I'll let you go. That way you can make some contacts. I'll let you use the frequency here, man. Call some CQ. Maybe there'll be people answering you here, and then what we'll do, we'll go back and forth with the pilot. Go ahead there, Stan.
Yeah, very good. Is there any station wants to jump in there? N2 STD.
Any station QRZ, W4MBU.
This is Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Tango.
There's some weird noise coming across or something. I'm not sure what that is. Over.
Yeah, I just got a person there. Hey, Kilo Charlie 3, go ahead. Go ahead there, Kilo Charlie 3.
This is Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Tango, Foxtrot.
Yeah, I got you in there. You're about an S2. You're a little bit off frequency, but if you tune us in, do you also hear N2 Sierra Charlie Delta? Do you hear Stan out there? Come back, Kilo Charlie 3. You got it?
This is Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Tango, Foxtrot.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Tango, Foxtrot. This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo uniform. Do you also hear the other station, November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta? I guess the station's an alligator, big mouth, no ears.
Yeah, I can't hear him coming through. Over.
Yeah, I heard it. He gave me a 5 and 5. He was giving me a 5 and 5. I just couldn't copy him. He couldn't copy me, I guess. I don't know. He did answer me, but he just wouldn't say anything else. Go ahead.
Yeah, all I heard was a little bit of odd noise, and that was about it. I definitely could not make him out. I knew something was there, but wasn't sure who it was or what it was. Over.
Yeah. Call CQ here on the frequency. Let's see what happens. Call CQ, and then I'll be streaming you on the YouTube and TikTok.
All right, very good. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. Yeah, I hear somebody way out there, Maurice. Can you hear him?
No, I don't hear him. I don't hear him at all.
CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by.
KG4 OUI. How you doing? We're here on 10 meters.
CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. Maybe the band switching there. Looks like my waterfall. Looks like the signals are starting to die off. Over.
I mean, I'm seeing signals here, and then I'm looking at the DX cluster, and dude, there's like a bunch of stations. I don't know. It's like woof. Oh man, there goes my USB cable. And yeah, man, I'm looking at Spain. I see a couple French stations. I see England, but they're all over the place, man. I mean, I don't know. Am I in the right band here? Let me see. Yeah, it's showing me 10 meters. But I have a problem here with one of my USB cables, and it disconnects my my Ham Radios Deluxe from the radio. Then I got to turn off the station control and turn it back on the computer. I got guys here on TikTok. They're giving me their call signs. Let me see something here. KE2 CJL. Hey, how you doing there, Bones? All right. And the other guy say, wow. All right. Hey guys on TikTok, if you're able to get on this frequency 28473.22, just get on there and call CQ. Yeah, Stan, I'm gonna let me step out real quick. I'm gonna fill up my coffee one more time, so I'll be right back. So if you want to use the frequency, call CQ because you're actually being streamed, so we can show the streams is active. I'll let you have the frequency, and then I'll get back and we'll keep on chit chatting. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, very good. I'll talk to you here shortly. I'll stay on frequency. Sounds like somebody's trying to tune up there, so hopefully we'll get a station here soon. So, yep, I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, cool. I'll be right back. This is W4MU, the voice of Miami. If anybody wants to use the frequency, we got November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta there.
Nothing heard. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. Heard a stationary again, please. Yeah, sorry, you're in a noise there. I'll try again here shortly. Maybe the conditions will get a little bit better there. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by.
Germany 0, Hotel, Victor, Quebec, 0, Hotel, Quebec.
Hotel Victor, Quebec Station, try again, please.
Germany 0, Hotel Victor, Quebec, November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, Golf 0, Hotel Victor, Quebec. Hotel Victor, Quebec.
I got Germany 4, Hotel Victor, Quebec, to yourself.
That's it, Germany 0, Golf 0, Roger.
I think I got you that time. Golf Zero Hotel Victor Quebec. Kidso, nice to meet you. I believe your name is Daz. Name here is Stan. Sierra Tango Alpha November here in central Pennsylvania. You're about a 5.555. Kidso?
Yeah, your good signal here, you're 59, 5 and 9, very, very loud. Yes, that's all, thanks, just coming to an end here, just got sunset, yeah, just coming to sunset here, so I think we'll be losing about 32, but the traffic 5 signal is 5 down to central.
Yeah, very good, very good. Nice to meet you. I'm also here with Maurice, W4MBU. He's streaming live on YouTube, and I think he said TikTok. He went to stepped out to get a cup of coffee. Hopefully he'll be back here soon. Hopefully he'll be able to hear you. I believe he's in Florida, over.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. Always good to get new people on the airwaves. Hello to Maurice, if he's really with us. Yeah, it's been a great day here on Sunday. It's really, really good. Accommodation seems to be coming back after the Christmas lull. Accommodation into Asia and Australia this morning. Crossing to the west for you guys. And they tried using Hexpeed, which is 2 elements. Got the Anthony 400 watts. And they were going to 400. And number 2, Sierra Charlie Delta from Golf Zero Hotel Victor.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I actually was going to jump off 15 meters this morning, see what I can hear, but I decided to come down to 10 meters. I'm kind of glad I did. I couldn't believe the amount of signals I saw in my waterfall, so I found a channel called CQ. I had the QSY, and came up here and called CQ. And then, Maurice came back to me, and a few other stations did as well. But yeah, working conditions here on that TTX10 in the 80-meter sky loop, and I'm running barefoot about 100 watts. So yeah, you're definitely making a trip. A little hard to hear at times, real slight twist baker, but yeah, you're coming through, over.
I think it's our first QSO. After you in the last month, so really pleased to meet you. Yeah, we're in Central Italy at the moment. Today. We have a lot of New Year, and it was not for a few days with the flooding, but now it's going to say that that's passed over. Okay, so we can do it. The band's up and down, say quite a bit of QSC. I hope we get 20 more QSOs, because you're going to get a few more in Europe, hopefully, before the band closes. And all the best to Maurice there. That's free to both of you. The next 2, Sierra Charlie Delta on Zero Hotel Victor.
Yeah, very good, Dad. Sorry I didn't catch most of that. You really faded out there in the middle of your transmission. But yeah, I hope to catch the band again sometime. If you hear me, please stop by. I appreciate it. And I hope you and yours have a happy New Year. Golf Zero, HV2, and 2 STD. Take care.
Yeah, 7-3, and of course, Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
73, Bravo Foxtrot Station, go ahead. I got Kilo Foxtrot 0, Mike Bravo Foxtrot. Chisholm? I believe your name is Simon. You are 5'9", 59 here in central Pennsylvania. Name here is Stan. Sierra Tango Alpha November, over. Yeah, my call sign is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. And on the frequency as well, he stepped out to get a cup of coffee. Is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, Maurice. He will be back shortly, I would imagine. I think he's streaming live on YouTube and TikTok, over. Yep, November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. QSL? Yeah, working conditions here. I'm running an FTTX10 and an 80-meter sky loop. Barefoot 100 watts, over. Yeah, very good. You're definitely making the trip. You're fading out a little bit, but you're still completely readable. What did you say my signal report was? Oh, yeah, very good. What state did you say you were in? the weather out there in Missouri? Okay, yeah, we just had rain this morning and yesterday. We got 42 right now and cloudy. We're supposed to get some more rain, but it was pretty heavy yesterday and last night and this morning. And over the weekend, we probably got about 4 or 5 inches of snow, I'd say. We had a bunch of flood warnings and stuff out from the rain and the melting snow, but I haven't heard anything if we actually had some minor flooding or not. But yeah, right now it's about 41, 42 degrees. Looks to be breezy outside. Hopefully the rain holds off. Luckily, I'm off of work today. Over. Now about 41, 42 degrees, so it's not too awful. Just kind of raw out, looks like. I haven't been out yet. I did drag the garbage cans out this morning. It wasn't that pleasant. Luckily, it wasn't raining at that point. But yeah, it's a little raw out there. Over. So your W4MBU is also out here. He's stepped away for a cup of coffee, but I believe he's live streaming on TikTok and YouTube. So you'll probably be on TikTok or YouTube. His call sign is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo, uniform, over. I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, very good. I don't get on much social media. It's too addicting, and I'd rather come out and play radio, or it just turns into a distraction from work. But yeah, I'm on Facebook occasionally. I usually use that for Facebook Marketplace so I can see what people are selling in radio gear. Try to get some stuff at a decent price instead of the eBay prices, which seem to be pretty high, over. Yeah, there's a few stations I like to watch on YouTube. A couple radio stations, like radio guys, get on there, ham radio guys. And then there's 1 or 2 other channels I like to look at. One guy tears motors apart that were blown, and he's pretty funny to listen to and watch. And yeah, it's a good time watching him. And then there's 1 or 2 others that I like to watch, and that's about it. Otherwise, I don't really get on YouTube much. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, and Happy New Year to you, yours, and hope to catch you on the bands again here soon, over. Yeah, there's a lot of stations here on 10 still, so hopefully you'll be able to catch another one, over. Very good, all in 10 meters. Yeah, congratulations on getting your license. I got my technician license in mid or late 90s, my brother and and then I was in and out on the UHF VHF stuff, never really had a 10 meter radio, and just kind of got bored of it, was in and out, and probably about COVID time, started getting bored. I got laid off and went ahead and took my general class license, and ever since I've been on the HF bands, been having a blast, mostly on 15 meters. I'll come down on 10 when it's open, and sometimes I'll jump up on 20 and chase some POTA around or call out CQ, and have a blast doing that. I'm sorry I didn't catch that. Mostly single sideband. I do jump on JSA calls sometimes. I haven't had it up lately, but I'll set a JSA call beacon up on 20 meters, doing about 20 watts. A lot of it's for my brother, who sometimes plays around with it and experiments. Or sometimes I'll actually jump on it. I haven't been on it in quite a while, but I'll jump on JSA call, do some keyboard to keyboard sometimes. So that's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's painfully slow, but a lot of times it's a good time. Especially in the evening time when propagation starts to drop off in 20 meters. It's a lot of fun. Messed around with a little bit on 40 and on 15. Didn't really make any contact on those, but it's a lot of fun, over. a good time. Oh, if you ever want a lot of fun, jump up on 20 meters, download the slow scan TV stuff, the SSTV stuff, and sometimes I'll just leave that on just to capture the pictures of what people send, and they're pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Being a 100-watt station, I don't always get out and make a lot of contacts. I've made a few on slow scan TV, but that's a lot of fun too if you're familiar with that. Over. Yeah, there's a program, somebody redid not too long ago. I think it's MMSSTV. It's Yoniq, YONIQ. It's a person from another country did it, so it's in another language. If you watch a tutorial, somebody actually did a tutorial on YouTube about it, and they'll show you how to go in and switch it to the English language. I think it's done in French or something, but that's a pretty good program. It's pretty intuitive, easy to use, it's not too bad. It's just been kind of modified from what it was a long time ago when somebody else was keeping it up. But yeah, that's a good program to use. There's a few others out there if you look. Unfortunately, a lot of those programs aren't being updated. But yeah, it's still a lot of fun, and so many older programs you can still use. Over. Yeah, it's a program for a PC. There's some decoders for your phone that I've used from time to time that aren't actually that bad. I've never actually transmitted with my phone, but I've used them to decode the pictures and take a look at them when I was sitting on a job site. Nothing to do, I'll switch over on my FT100, my truck, and just kind of decode them. And I always find them kind of cool. Neat to show people, show your friends or whatever when they're sitting there watching you and they're curious about it, and you can show them that the pictures are coming across. It's pretty cool. Well, nice talking to you, Tom. I'm going to try to make a couple more contacts here. Congratulations on getting your ticket, and you just opened up a whole can of worms. It's a really fun hobby, and you can sink a lot of money into it if you want to, but you can also build your own stuff and repair your own stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope to catch you on the bands again soon, and Happy New Year to yours, 73. Yeah, you really started to fade out there. Thank you, Simon. Take care. Bye-bye. QRZ, November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. Radio Tango Zulu, I believe you're off frequency. We're on 473-220, over.
Alright guys, I'm back. I'm back here.
Try again with your call, please.
You have way too much money. Alright, man. More viewers to share.
I got November 7, Radio Tango Zulu.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you're off frequency. I want to try to tune you in here, over.
Hey, Cheapo, what's your call sign, Cheapo? What's your call sign?
November 7, Radio Tango Zulu. You are about a 5959 here in central Pennsylvania, over. November 7, Radio Tango Zulu. Do you have a copy? CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta, calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by. CQ. This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta calling CQ on 10 meters and standing by.
Hey, Stan, I'm back.
Oh, hey, Maurice. Nice to hear you back. What's going on?
All right, you got back here into the room there. And I was just checking the TikTok right now. Let's see if let me see if I can make some contacts there, and then we'll go back and forth with them. Let me just open up the logbook here on HRD to have it ready. All right, let me let's call CQ right now. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10 meters, CQ 10 meters. CQ 10, CQ 10, CQ 10. This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, the voice of Miami, calling CQ 10 and standing by. CQ 10, CQ 10, CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10. Calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10. Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, the voice of Miami, calling CQ 10 and standing by. CQ 10, CQ 10, CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10. Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform. CQ 10, CQ 10, CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10, calling CQ 10. Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform. Okay, come back with your call, come back with your call. I think you said Germany 4, Sierra November Bravo. I think you said Sierra 4, no, oh my God, Golf 4, Sierra November Bravo. This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform. I'm pointing due north, so I'm a little bit away from you, but I got you in about a 5 and 3. 5 and 3, go ahead. Yeah, I kind of lost you there. You went into the noise. I'll try it again because I couldn't get a signal report from you. Go ahead. Stan, do you copy him?
No, he's too far in my noise. Sounds like he might be a little off in the frequency we're on too. But yeah, he's too far in the noise.
Yeah, he's also off frequency. I'll try him again. Golf 4, Sierra November Bravo. Do you copy? This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform. Yeah, you're a little off frequency and you're in the noise right now. You're just below an S1 because I got very low noise floor here. I couldn't get a signal report from you, so you can't complete the contact, but I got you there, and I was going to give you an S1, but I couldn't get the other station. My buddy over there, Stan, he can't copy you either, so I'll give you one more try, then I'm going to pass you by. Golf 4, Sierra November Bravo, go ahead. This is W4MBU. No, I know that you're in there, but I can't make out what you're saying. All right, I'll be saying 73 to you if you can copy me and I'll clear with you. This is W4MBU, the voice of Miami. QRZ, any station?
November 3, Sierra Radio Delta.
November 3, Sierra November Delta. Okay, I got you in there. Go ahead.
Roger, correct the call, November 3, Sierra Romeo Delta. Sierra Romeo Delta, Roger.
Okay, Romeo Delta. Okay, I got you in there. Erie, I got you in, Steven. I got you in there. I don't know. Let me see if you can copy my buddy there, Stan. November 2, Sierra. Oh my God, now I totally forgot your call, Stan. Go ahead there, Stan. See if you can copy Steven there.
This is November 2, Sierra Charlie Delta. Steve, you got a copy?
Hey, Steven, did you copy Stan?
I copied him right at the beginning of the transmission, and then he just kind of faded away.
I got nothing.
About 5
Yeah.
over here. About a 5, 3 maybe. But it was, try again there.
Okay, Stan, you still couldn't copy him?
No, I can't copy him.
Yeah, okay. No, he can't copy you there, Steven. He can't copy you. Your signal right now is about an S2 on my meter here, so I'm going to give you a 5.2 What's my signal report?
You're 5'9" and about 20 over in Pennsylvania.
Oh, thank you there for the 5'9" plus 20. All right, thank you there, man. Hopefully the band will change a little bit. Maybe Steve could hear you. I don't know, maybe you guys are a little too close. He's in Pennsylvania himself, so that's probably why. Go ahead.
Yeah, that could very well be. Okay, fellas, well, I'll let you back at it. I just heard you calling, so I thought I'd jump in and say hello. And hopefully you're having some good weather there. we're having a lot of winds, but all the antennas are still up, so that's all that's important. Talk to you later, 73s, and thanks for coming back to my call.
All right, Steve, 73s, and hopefully you can make some more DX here on 10 meters. I mean, the band is shifting on us. So I'm going to be calling another CQ there, and then I'll pass it over to Steve, to Stan, so you can call CQ. All right, I'll be sending on EQSL once I log you in, and I already got you there, so, all right, perfect. So I'll be sending 73s from W4MBU, the voice of Miami. I can't log them in. Log them in. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10 meters, calling CQ 10 meters. Calling CQ 10 meters, calling CQ 10 meters, calling CQ 10 meters. Calling CQ. Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, W4 MBU, the voice of Miami, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, calling CQ. This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, calling CQ and standing by for a call. Okay, the Kilo Alpha 5 station, something Quebec. I got you. You're off frequency. I heard you there, but you're a couple KCs up. If you can bring it down, and maybe I can copy you better. Go ahead.
Okay, I believe it's out to frequency. Can you hear me okay now? My call is Echo Alpha 5 Hotel Quebec Julia.
Okay, you said your call sign is Echo Alpha 5?
Yeah, Echo Alpha 5 Hotel Quebec Julia. May you hear me out frequency?
Okay, so you're, okay, Jose. Let me try Stan. Let me see if Stan, do you copy Echo Alpha 5 Hotel Quebec Juliet?
What frequency are we on?
Well,
Oh, I don't copy them. We're on 473-220.
Thank you.
okay, Jose over there, Echo Alpha 5 Hotel Quebec Juliet. You're about an S4. On S4, you're a 5 and 4 into Miami, Florida. My antenna is not pointed directly towards Europe, so I'm copying you through the side of the antenna. So I'm going to pass it over to you for the report. Go ahead. Okay, Jose, your signal went down into the noise, and I got a quirmer there trying to make noise. All right, Jose, I'll be saying 73s to you. Echo Alpha 5, Hotel Quebec Juliet in Murcia. 73s and Happy New Year. This is W4MBU, the voice of Miami.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your call sign yet. Please repeat one more time your selfies. What's your selfies?
Okay, it's Whiskey 4, Mexico, Brazil, Uruguay. Mike Bravo Uniform.
Mike Bravo Uniform. I see you speak Spanish?
Sí, hablo español. Mi nombre es Mauricio, Joya.
Mauricio, por el acento, ok, muy bien, Mauricio. Mi nombre es, bueno, ya me está viendo ahí, corre.com. escucho bien, pero ahí vengo bastante fuerte. 5-5, ¿no?
Ok, pues gracias ahí por el 5-5. Y bueno, hombre, entonces buen DX y hablamos después por acá, aquí en 10 metros. Whisky 4, México, Brasil, Uruguay. W4MU, The Voice of Miami 73 y un fuerte abrazo.
What? Ok, saludos de la región de Murcia, en el sureste de España. Fíjense, tenemos 13 grados. 13 grados acá.
Ok, chaito, 73. Okay, the other station there that came in there that said, what? You're off frequency. I mean, tune us in there. Go ahead.
What is your frequency? Alpha Bravo 2 India Whiskey New York. I'm at 473.10.
Okay, you're in 473.10. Turn your VFO a little bit to the clockwise position and you'll be on frequency. I got 28.473.22 on my icom 7800.
Alright, this is about as close as I'm gonna get. You hear me okay?
Now I hear you perfectly. Let me see if Stan can hear you. Stan, did you hear that station?
No, he's in the noise too. Yeah, I gotta get a directional antenna.
Oh man, you better pick up a beam there, man. Go to DX Engineering. At least pick up the 2-element beam from a high gain. That's a hell of an antenna, the 2-element, man. Yeah, you gotta pick up a beam there. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. AB2IW in New York saying hi. That's about it.
Okay, okay, I hear you okay there, the station. What's your call?
Alpha Bravo 2 India Whiskey, AB2IW.
Hold on a sec. I gotta put you in here. So it's Alpha Bravo 2. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Alpha Bravo 2 what?
Italy Whiskey.
Okay, Mark, I got you in there, Mark. All right, Mark, I see that you're in New York. Yeah, I'm gonna give you you're about a 5 and 6, man. 5 and 6, 5 and 7. Nice signal in here. Once you tuned yourself in here to this frequency, you know, I got you, man. I don't know what you're running, but you have a really nice signal. Go ahead.
All right, thanks. This is Yesu, Fox Tango 991A and vertical antenna, 100 watts. That's it today.
All right, well, that vertical with the 100 watts and the 99A is working perfectly, man. All right, man, 73s, and I got you logged in, so you'll be getting an EQSL card from me right here for this contact. So this is W4MBU, the voice of Miami, and I'll be saying 73s to you.
All right, sounds good. Have a great day down there, and go Buffalo Bill. Sorry about that, my friend. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. No problem. This is W4MBU, the voice of Miami, QRZ.
K2 easy.
Okay, I got a K2. Hold on a second. Beautiful audio. K2 CEZ, you said?
Good afternoon, Mauricio. The call is Kilowatt 2 Zulu. The name here is Ken, Kilo Echo November, up here in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Oh, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Man, you got a beautiful signal and nice lows, and it's nice, and the audio sounds nice and full there. You'll tell me what you're running. Let me see if Stan can hear you. Maybe Stan can hear you. Stan, do you hear Kenneth?
Good, Ken, give it a try. I can kind of hear you, over.
Okay, Ken, did you hear Stan?
Negative, I did not hear Stan.
Yeah, he's too close to you, man. You guys are all the New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you know, they're all too close, so not too bad. But your audio, man, is beautiful. You're 5 and 9 down here, 5 and 8, and a beautiful audio. What are you running?
I am using a icom 7300 stock with, well, I should say stock because I am running an amplifier. I lied. I'm running a icom 7300 with the SM50 desk mic and gone into a Ameritron AL80B, and the antenna is a Cushcraft R6000, probably about 20 feet in the air there. Back over to you.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, that R6000 Cushcraft Vertical is doing a great job, and your 7300 sounds like one of them big boys from 75 meters on there. Great job. You know, those 7300s, man, have great audio. I'm running here a 7800 with the version 3 firmware, so it became a 7851 overnight. And I also installed the other upgrade on the receive side, and this thing is a full 7851 right now. And I'm running an ALS 1306, and a KLM KT34.
Roger. Yeah, I love that 7800. I got the 7800 at home. I got the 7700 at home. And yeah, they're beautiful radios, man. I love it. I upgraded the 7800 to a version 3 also. So yeah, that's the one I use at home. But I'm actually at the job right now. I'm at the office, lunch hour. Turn on the radio, and I see the band's open.
Yeah, the band was open big time earlier this morning, man. All the Europeans were slamming in here, taking over 10 meters. I'm going to tell you, it was a beautiful thing. Well, if you got the 7800 with the version 3 firmware, I got the 3.51. The thing becomes a 7851. I mean, it literally is. And you got a 7700. Wow, nice. I like that radio. I'm going to have to see if I can find one and put it next to it, man. And because I have the father of this radio also, because it's a bloodline. I got the 781 with the CRT screen. And but she has to go get. I have to go get a relay fixed. The relay's dirty on the receive side. So what happens is she's receiving a little weak. But I just have to take it to the tech, and he'll take off the relay and clean it out and blah blah blah. But other than that, I love my 7800. I'll tell you, I got a Flex 6500, and I use it once in a blue moon. And it depends what radio I put. But I'm always on this icom, dude. I just love this icom. I'm running it through the audio. It's the microphone is a Shure SM7B. And I'm going into an Omnia 6 processor from an AM broadcast station, and of course it also goes in through a microphone tube, a preamp, and a oral exciter to bring out the harmonics on my voice. But I do like using a lot of AM, so I use the Flex because it has the Flex 6500 has a balanced input for the mic for the audio. So from the Omnia 6, I do positive peak modulation, asymmetrical. And I do positive peaks of like 135%, pinching 99% on the negative side. So it sounds like a broadcast station there. And then my peak envelope power is like 6 times the original carrier. And but I love AM. Trust me, if right now the guys on 10 meters were on AM on the 29 megahertz, that's where I'll be. So all right, man. All right, I'm gonna try it again with Stan to see if Stan got you a little bit better. If he got you at all, Stan, did you get to hear him again?
Yeah, he was in my noise. I couldn't hear him, unfortunately. He was too far down in the noise.
Yeah, you guys are ground wave. At nighttime, you guys could probably do it, but during the daytime, it's going to be out of whack there. So back to you, Kenneth, W4MBU.
Yeah, W4MBU from Kilowatt 2 Zulu. Very good, man. Yeah, well, you sound good, man. Sounds good. Nice signal. You're at like S9 plus right now, so it's beautiful. All right, I know you got a whole bunch of guys here, so I'm not going to hold it up, man, but I'm not sure if you're going to be taking a travel up to Hamcation, but I'll be taking a flight down to Hamcation next month, and going to do my first time walking down there, so maybe we'll bump heads. Until next time, I'm going to say 73s. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat before the kids come back. I'm over at the school over here, so we'll catch you next time, Mauricio. W4MBU from Kilowatt 2 Zulu, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
All right there, Kenneth. Yeah, I will be a Hamcation. I will be wearing my T-shirt that says W4MBU, the voice of Miami. So look out for that T-shirt out there because I'm also a streamer. I'm actually streaming this live right now on YouTube under my call sign. That's the channel, W4MBU. And I'm also streaming live on TikTok as the channel is W4MBU, the voice of Miami. But I will be in Orlando Hamcation, and I will be wearing my T-shirt that says W4MBU, the voice of Miami. So look out for me and come say hi. And that's awesome. I love that Hamfest. All right, Kenneth, I'll let you go back there before the kids come in. I'll be saying 73s. So K2 Zulu from W4MBU, the voice of Miami.
Roger, the voice of Miami, sounding bodacious. Yeah, we'll catch you next time. Have yourself a good afternoon. Enjoy this beautiful warm weather. W4MBU from K2ZZ 73s.
73s. W4MBU, QRZ.
Kilo Bravo Zero Romeo Hotel Alpha.
Okay, I got a Kilo. Let me type you down here. Give me a second here. Kilo Bravo Zero and Romeo something, right?
Roger. Kilo Bravo Zero Romeo Hotel Alpha. Over.
Okay, Kilo Bravo Zero Romeo Hotel Alpha. I got you in there, Richard. Maybe you can hear Stan because you're further away. Stan, were you able to hear Richard?
Kilo Bravo Zero Romeo Hotel Alpha. You have a copy? N2SCD.
Richard, did you hear Stan?
I can tell that there's somebody in there, but he's right at my noise level, so I can't understand anything he's saying. Over.
Oh, okay. I'll try in about a minute or two. Maybe the band will shift. Well, I got you at a 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Nice audio. So I'm gonna log you down as 5 and 5. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Yeah, you are about a 5'8" here in Southwest Missouri. Over.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. There with a 5'8". I got you logged in, and you'll be getting an EQSL your way through EQSL.cc. I'm also streaming this live on YouTube under my call sign W4MBU. You can subscribe, and also on TikTok on W4MBU Voice of Miami on TikTok. But you can subscribe to my YouTube. That way you can watch me do radio here on the ICOM. So I'm gonna try it again with Stan to see if you can hear him. Stan, go ahead.
Kilo Bravo Zero Romeo Hotel Alpha. Do you have a copy on me? This is November 2 Sierra Charlie Delta.
Oh man, okay, Stan, hold on a second. All right, Richard, Stan couldn't copy you. I mean, you didn't come back, so I don't think you copied Stan. So I'll be saying 73s, Richard, and there's gonna be probably more stations out there before the band says we gotta go. All right, so 73s, Kilo Bravo Zero, RHA from W4MBU, the Voice of Miami.
No, Roger, Roger. Yeah, I heard you on TikTok, so I will get you in my QRZ log. So anyway, W4MBU, KB0RHA, 73.
Okay, 73's there, Richard. And I got a user out there telling me something there on TikTok. 73's, let me try again. This is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, QRZ. Okay, the Delta X-ray station, you're off frequency. Try 28.473.22. You're off frequency.
Can you copy the mobile station?
Well, I copied that station.
Radio, Denmark X-ray.
Okay, Delta X-ray. Stan, do you copy him?
Yes, Mexico Zero station. Try again, please.
Yeah, Mike Zero, radio, Delta X-ray. Mexico Zero, radio DX, over.
Yeah, Maurice, I copy him. He's about a 5'6", 56 here in Central Pennsylvania. How do you copy him?
I copied him 5 and 4, 5 and 4. And I was letting you take the contact, then I was going to take the contact. I got you, John, I got you at 5 and 4, 5 and 4 Miami.
Yeah, same 54 in Miami. And you're 5 and 2 with me. You're 52 at the moment.
Okay, yeah, John, yeah, I got you. I got my antenna pointed away from you a little bit. So, yeah, you're coming up the side of my beam. But, so give the signal report to Stan, his signal report, and I got you a 5 and 4 over here, so and I'll take the 5 and 2 from you. Stan, pick it up. This is W4MBU.
Yeah, very good. Mike Zero, Romeo, Delta X-ray. You are a 5'6", 56 in Central Pennsylvania. Over.
Yeah, by the way, if you were tuning your beam, you were 55, 56 on your last transmission, over.
Yeah, copy the 5 and 6. Man, you just dropped off right down to the noise. Can you still copy me?
Yeah, John, do you still copy Stan?
No, he's gone. He's flat on my noise level now. I'm very, very sorry.
Okay, well, I guess we got the signal reports and we made the contact. All right, John. I'll be saying 73s to you, man, and thank you for coming in over here with the DX as M0 Romeo Delta X-ray. This is W4MBU, the Voice of Miami.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you for the noise. It's not when it's closing down. Don't make the trip. 73, bye-bye.
73s.
Thanks, John. Bye-bye.
Oh, man, Stan, dude, they're coming in.
Yeah, real fame for me. Where was that station out of Pennsylvania you had there?
The guy from Pennsylvania, I'll tell you who it is. Hold on, let me go back there. Where is he? He was, oh man, which one was he? Hold on a second. Let me think. Let me open up this guy. I think this is this guy. N2. Hold on. Let me open him up. I think it was this one. I think it was, yep. It was November 2. No, man, that's you. What am I saying? Jesus Christ. Hold on, man. I lose myself with this log. Hold on a second. Where is he? Oh my God. Oh, here he is. Hold on a second. Yeah, his call sign was close to yours. Hold on. It was N3SRD, Sierra Romeo Delta. Did you copy?
Yeah, I got him. I'm looking him up in QRZ. Oh, he's in Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's about 3-4 hours away from me. Yeah, there's no way a ground plane would have made that.
Yeah, that's pure ground plane. I mean, a ground wave. At nighttime, yeah, but not during the day.
No, he's way too close.
Yeah. Ah, man, we made some contacts, man. I enjoyed this. This is the part that I like about 10 meters, man.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out, having fun, and chewing a pad, over.
Yeah, man, it's actually pretty good. The band is kind of dropping off already, I can see.
Yeah, all the signals in my waterfall are getting lower and lower.
Yeah, are you going to be on tomorrow?
Depends on if I have to work or not. I work in the gas and oil patch here in central Pennsylvania. I'm on call 24/7. I'm thinking I'll probably have a job tomorrow, but if not, I'll try to jump on at least in the morning for a little while, over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a Quirmer back there trying to tune his radio. Those guys, I like to tell them to get away. They're not welcomed.
I think I love to tune up on somebody's frequency while they're chatting, over.
Yeah, that happens, and they think they're off frequency, but they don't understand how wide their signal is. I mean, I think I could get very sarcastic. You gotta understand, I'm one of those 75-meter guys, dude.
Yeah, the sad thing is a lot of times I don't think they hear anybody on frequency. They start tuning up, and either somebody paused or for whatever reason they can't hear them and end up tuning up over to Quito.
Yeah, yesterday I had a guy tuning up, and I told the guy, hey, Quirmer, get away, and then the guy comes back, he goes, I'm tuning on another frequency. I'm like, apparently you passed your exam by just memorizing the question and answer, and you don't realize the bandwidth, right? And the guy, I was just joking, being sarcastic, and the guy got actually upset. I'm like, oh, you're one of those guys that like to throw hangers on people because your wife is next door cheating with the pool guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. And then the guy went back and forth with me. And I said, goodbye, I'm rotating the ass of my antenna towards you. I don't want to hear you no more. And the guy kept on, and I just rotated the antenna, and he was gone, dude. Yeah, anyways, man, like the band is going to be dropping off. I'm going to see, I'll let you do some more contacts, swing around the band and stuff like that. And then if tomorrow you're not working, just find me. I'll be around 450, 28,450, 28,400. I'll be between the 400s, man. So you can find me there, and then we'll chat some more, and we'll get some more contacts rolling in as a pair. So hopefully the band will be great tomorrow. I'm gonna get on tomorrow early to see if the Europeans are there. So hopefully you'll be home, and then we can make some contacts. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Maurice. I went ahead and subscribe to your YouTube channel and hit the notification. So if you ever start broadcasting, hopefully I'll get the notification.
All right, perfect. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's what I'll do. One time I'll turn on the stream so you'll get the notification. All right, man. All right, Stan, Saint 73, man, it was great to meet you. And man, I wish you would come down to Hamcation, man, down to Orlando. That would have been nice.
Yeah, you're not the only hand that told me about Hamcation. I've seen some of the other guys doing broadcasts and stuff from Hamcation. It looks like a lot of fun. One of these days I got to take off from work and just come down. Maybe my brother from Texas get in to come in too, and we can have like a little family reunion going there, over.
Yeah, Roger, man. Let me tell you, it's a big ass Hamfest, bro. To walk it, it's big, it's huge. It's the second largest to Dayton. So, and the equipment that they sell. That's where I bought my 705 from. I wanted to buy an S-line Collins because I have an A-line, a Collins A-line 7584 with the KWS-1 transmitter. And I wanted an S-line because all my radios that I have here on the table are actually sitting on an S-line table. I have a Collins table. I even have the the Collins chair made by Westinghouse that was actually at the Voice of America. And my wife was like, no, what you got to do is we're gonna build another L-shaped table, and you're gonna put all your rice boxes in your modern American radios, like the Tentex and the Flex radios, over to that table, and you're not gonna make a disgrace out of the Collins table, and you're gonna put your S line there. So now when I go to Hamcation, she wants me to look for an S line. But yeah, man, I hope you can make it, man. It's in February. I think the second week of February. Just look it up. And man, take a few days off of work and then come down to Hamcation, man. I'll be there for sure, and I'll be wearing my T-shirt and stuff like that, so people find me. And it was surprising. A lot of my TikTokers that follow me on TikTok found me, man, last year, and we hung out. I met them in person, and everything like that. It was really fun. So I'm going this year. I'm taking the kids with me and the wife and stuff like that. And let's see if I can take some money, because I went crazy last year buying a bunch of HF radios, and so I gotta be easy now. It's not what it used to be. So back to you, Stan. W4MU.
Yeah, it won't be this year, Bob. I'll definitely make an effort to try to make it next year. But yeah, you really have to get some Collins gear on that table. It'd just be fitting. I picked up a Drake TR4 with the RV4 remote VFO here at Hamfest not too long ago. I think it was the one up in Bath, New York. And I got a pretty good deal on it. And the equipment, I haven't gone over it yet, but it seems to run pretty good. So I've been happy with it so far. But man, I really do have a love for those old boat anchors. They're a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, they are. They actually are. I love those boat anchors, man. But my favorite is the Collins A line. I don't even consider it a boat anchor, because let me tell you, the receiver of that thing could actually put a rival on this icom. I mean, believe it or not, that thing. I mean, I have all three mechanical filters in the AM 6KCs wide, the CW500, and the 2.4 for sideband. Well, it comes with it. And let me tell you, man, that and the radio, the transmitter does about a kilowatt. And it has a separate power supply that's huge, and with the tube rectifiers, the thing looks gorgeous. I mean, that radio in 1958, when it came out with the 11 meter option, switch. It went 10, 11, 15, 20, 40, and 80, and 160. But the thing is that it came with the 11 meters because the 11 meter band was a ham radio band before 1959, and the price of those radios, man, in 1958 were $3,700. I mean, a few $1,000s more, you can buy a house. That thing in today's money is worth a lot of money. If we were to purchase it, it was the first one to have sideband. So I enjoy it, man. I just have it in the closet right now, stacked. I'm gonna take them out. I got another Kenwood station I gotta take out of the closet, set that one up. I have a 930, a 940, a 950. Yeah, man, I'm radio crazy, man. I even have amplifiers in there still. And the thing is that my wife, she doesn't matter. She supports it, and she's like, hey, if you want it, just buy it, and then I get to buy it. And I always form a justification why I need that radio. Like last Hamfest I went, this thing was in brand new condition in the box, and I bought a Yaesu FTDX 3000 Delta. And I was hovering it like a fly on top of dog crap. Like, okay, should I? The guy gave it to me an extremely cheaply price, and I looked at my wife. She goes, "If you want it, get it." But what's different than the icoms? I mean, than the other stuff. I'm like, well, it has a beautiful display, so I bought it, and I still haven't used it.
Oh man, that's a shame, man. I would have hooked that up the first day I got it home and played around with it. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Those Collins radios, I've seen them in person, Hamfest and stuff. And man, they look like they're just built like tanks. They just look incredibly nice and durable. And I tell you what, man, they're just so sexy looking.
Yeah, the A-line is a very sexy looking radio, man. Let me tell you, and they're built awesome, and everything inside is like so perfect. It's like they American made stuff. Like, for example, I have a Tentec Orion. Possibly the receive side is the best in the market. That one has the upgrade on the second receiver for the RX 366 Tentec, which is basically a commercial receiver that the government uses. And I have also a Tentec Omni 7 Plus. And right here on the table, I have those two, and then I have the Flex radio. Those are the American-made radios I have on this table. Everything else is icom, and two Yaesus. I have a Yaesu FT 1000 Delta. Beautiful workhorse, man. That radio is the fire, bro. That radio puts fire on the wire, man. and then I have the Yaesu FTDX 3000 Delta. I haven't hooked it up, and I'll tell you why. I saw it work in the Hamfest. The guy plugged it out, blah 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 blah, and then he packs the radio up and forgets to put the freaking cable in the box. So I have the radio here on the table, and I've just been like, oh man, I have to buy the power cable. It's $11. I'll buy it tomorrow. I'll buy it later on eBay, and I've procrastinated so long. My wife calls me a major procrastinator, except if I'm going to spend money, I don't procrastinate. But everything else I do. But like I gotta recap. I have a Henry Radio 2KD Classic full legal limit amplifier, and I gotta recap it. I had it idling here in the shack. I just turned it on, and all of a sudden, while I'm in the house, I hear a bunch of firecrackers, and I'm like thinking my son's like popping firecrackers in the house. And I'm about to scream at him, and then I start smelling that burnt smell of that wood, and I'm like, oh no. And then my wife goes, what is it? And I'm like, it's the linear. It popped the capacitors. So I got to now replace the capacitor bank.
Oh, no, you let the magic smoke out. You're not supposed to let the magic smoke out. Yeah, I've done that to a couple
Stored
of
in your
years.
house, huh?
I actually had a Kenwood 511S that I had up and running. I don't know what happened to it. I ended up burning up one of the final tubes. Going to be, I think it's a 6LT6. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. Something grounded out or went to ground, and it just started buzzing. And luckily, the power supply had the fuse in it, and it blew that fuse quick. I didn't really smell any smoke. But yeah, I pulled the final tubes out, and one of them's pretty dead. So I got another set of final tubes coming. I got to get that back out to the shop and find out what's going on with it. Over.
Yeah, man, all those tube gears, man, are easy to repair, dude. The guy that I use, his name is Lee, and he has a website. It's called amateurradiorepair.biz. All one word, amateurradiorepair.biz. His name is Lee. He's very, very good. And he's an expert in Kenwoods. He does all the updates for the Kenwoods and stuff like that. And yeah, I just had a TikToker saying, hey man, you can store all those extra radios at my QTH. But yeah, man, I even bought I bought a 9700 all mode, all band radio. I mean, for 2 meter 440 or 1.2. And I put up my tower with my KLM KT34, and then I couldn't put up my log periodic that goes from 6 meters to 1.2. So now I got to bring the tower down again because my backdoor neighbor had to prune her stupid avocado tree. So if I would have put the log periodic on top of the other beam, it would have hit. It would have. So I got this lonely radio here that I turn it on and look at it, but has no antenna hooked up to it. And because I like to do 2 meter sideband a lot, and what I do want to try is the 1.2 and stuff. So I bought that radio on a whim, and about 6 months later, here comes ICOM with this great idea to come out with a 905 that does 2 meters, 440, 1.2, 2.4, 5.8, and 10 gigahertz. Now, the radio will be extremely useful in the other side of the world because of the stationary geosynchronous satellite QO100, right? You got conditions 24 hours a day there because it's like talking through DirecTV. But that satellite's footprint doesn't reach this part of the world. It reaches Brazil, but it doesn't reach this part of the world for some reason. And I see that radio extremely useless on 10 gigahertz or even 5 or even 2.4 unless you live in California, you get up in the mountains and you talk to some other nerd 100 miles away on the other side of another mountain. But I was going to buy the radio, and then my friends would tell me, dude, why are you going to buy the radio? Half of the people here in Miami are such knuckleheads that anything beyond 2 meters is extremely high frequencies for them.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, I saw that radio when it first came out. I thought, man, that's interesting. But yeah, I don't think we've seen really any of the big 3 or big 4 pushing any microwave stuff. I'm wondering how it caught on. Being out in the boonies here, I'm not too sure microwave's too common around here. You're lucky if you hear guys on the 2 meter or 440 repeaters regularly. You'll hear it from time to time, but you really won't hear it much during the day. I've gone a good portion of the day with the UHF, VHF radio on and really haven't heard too many people. It's kind of spread out and not a lot of people around here. More farmers, I guess, over.
I need more likes, guys. Come on. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a very useful radio if you're in that side of the world because you can use that satellite CoQ 100 on 10 gigs and stuff like that. It's a really interesting radio. I saw it at the Hamfest last year, and it wasn't out for the public yet. So I told Ray Novak from icom, hey, listen, man, like if you were doing a drug deal, hey, listen, I'll give you the cash right now. I know how much the radio's gonna go for. I got the cash right here, cash money, and you can slip me the radio. I'll leave the Hamfest. Nobody will know. I want to be the first one to get it. And he goes to me, no, because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take it home and you're gonna start going at it on TikTok, and you're gonna release to the world on TikTok that the radio's in your shack. I can't do that. It's the only radio that came from Japan. I would lose my job. And I was like, okay, I won't release it on TikTok, but let me buy it right now. And then some goody two-shoe ham that was sitting, standing behind me. Some of those guys that wear like antennas on their hats, He goes, didn't you hear him? He doesn't want to sell it to you, and maybe you don't even have the money for it. And then Ray turns around and he goes, man, that guy bought a $14,000 radio last year for me. You're going to tell me that the guy... And then the guy goes, well, he's not going to sell you the 905. You can't buy the 905. It's not available. And then I looked at the old man and I said, man, you can't even count above 2 meters. And I just walked away. But, I'm not going to buy it, man. I bought the 9700. And that's it. And then my wife's station, she had the 1.2 gigahertz, 1271s mono band. She has the 275H, 100 watt 2 meter, the 471, the 371, and then she has her 751 for HF. I mean, her station is really impressive. If I could turn the camera around, I would. It's really impressive. And she's gonna get her general, but hey, she just came into the room. Stan, I'm gonna let you go, but she just came into the room. Hello. She just said hello. She has a cold or something, and now she's going back to the room. She's not feeling well, so I don't know if you heard her say hello. Pick it up, Stan.
Yeah, very good. Hello. Hope you feel better. Sorry to hear about your cold.
All right. She smiled and said thank you. All right, man. Let's see, John. I got a John there that came out here. He knows you well. Yeah, man. I got the guys there on TikTok writing. I can't really see the screen because it's facing the icom and I'm facing the actual radio. Yeah, Stan, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I love going to Hamfest. I stopped going to Hamfest for a long time, and now I got so hooked on Hamfest. I went to the Melbourne Hamfest. That's where I picked up this Yaesu FTDX 3000 Delta. And man, the thing with me is, is that I see stuff that I really don't need, but I want it. It's like I really don't need it. Why do I need another radio? But I want it. And ham radio operators, man, we're like a weird bunch because we'll justify the purchase. We'll be like, no, man, the thing is that radio has a feature. Yeah, but the other radio you already have has the same feature. Yeah, but that feature came out first on this model, so I bought it for that reason. It's like, you buy all these radios and then it's like they're all sitting on the table, and then the worst part about it is that you have to turn them on, because if you don't turn them on, the electrolytics start going bad. So I have what I call exercise moments, like for the inmates in prisons where they got to go out to rec. I actually come in by I was a correctional officer before I became a police officer, and then I went back to corrections and then went back out into the street. So I come into the radio room and I go rec time, and I start turning on radios, and then I'll leave them on for like hours if I'm not going to use them that day. And that's the headache, man, because when you turn on, I got 10 HF radios here. When you turn them all on, and then you come back in the room, and then you start smelling that heat, that the heat from the radios, and then you're like, man, I gotta turn on the AC now. You still there?
Yeah. There's nothing like a tube radio. Most of my solid state stuff I leave on. I leave my computer on all the time, and I leave my Yaesu usually on all the time. The only time I turn it off is if I have one of my other radios going. I'll turn it off and disconnect the antenna so I don't overload the front end by accident while it's off. But yeah, those tube radios, man, they put out a ton of heat, especially with the tubes glowing. But they're a lot of fun. They definitely have a unique smell to them.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I like to use vacuum tube amplifiers with 3500Zs, because you can see that little glow at night, coming out of the vents, and then you can always have that nice smell, I call it the air freshener of RF. And then I sit there on 75 meters late at night, You know, and I'll crack open a cold one, sit back, and just talk talk away on 75 meters. And, you know, I like to hear the arguments on 75. I like to get on a lot on 3927 with Bruce, Marty, and all these guys. And I just sit there and listen. I'll come out there, say hi, that's it. But I like to listen to Bruce always argue. And they're all over, by the way, they're all over YouTube. If you type in on YouTube, Grumpy Old Hams, that's where I listen, and I will say hi to them. Those dudes they're all from Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. And, you know, those guys, they got acreage of land to pull full-size antennas, but they're always arguing. And the guy Bruce is amazing. He's like the superstar of YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, my wife says I'm getting old and grumpy and crusty, so I'll have to check them out, maybe jump in and say hi from time to time there. But yeah, there's old tube radios, man. It reminds me of the old TV sets, black and white and colored TV sets we used to watch when we were young. Usually with the rabbit ears on the back, you had to wrap foil around and keep adjusting just to get a clear channel in so you can watch morning cartoons. But yeah, I'll have to jump in and say hi one of these times. And that sounds like a fun group.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun group, man. I also jump on 7200. Those guys are just, that's just a wild bunch, man. You'll hear everything happen on 7200. I mean, it literally sounds like, they got one of the frequencies of the AM portion of CB, and they just put it in there, to spicing up 40 meters of it. I mean, you'll hear everything happen there. But, I love 75 because, every frequency it's its own little bar. Some of them throw you out, some of them welcome you in. I've had them tell me all kinds of things. I'll come out there and I'll say MBU, and they're like, we don't want to talk to you, MBU. Get out. Station not recognized. Go home. But a lot of them welcome me in there, dude. Because a lot of those guys have been on the same frequency for 30 years. No joke, for 30 years. So they know me since I was a kid. I'm 54 now. I remember when I got my technician class and then my general, I would get on 75 meters with a general, and I wouldn't turn on my amplifier, and I had an AT 500 with the IC2KL from ICOM, which I still have, and my wife has it now, and I had a vertical antenna. I think I had a 5 BTV vertical for 80 and 40. And this one guy, he comes on, he goes, oh, look who it is, that KB4 MBU, that little kid. You got a vertical, don't you? Because I can tell by your audio that you don't got that full sound and you're not even running an amplifier. Get out of this frequency. He called me a quirmer. So I got upset. So the next day I got on my bicycle and I rode bike to the nearest ham radio store that was already closed down now. And I bought myself an 80 meter vertical that came in a bag. I mean, not vertical, a dipole that came in a bag. I forgot the company that made them. And it was a guy's call sign and stuff. I don't know. It had a white Balaam. It was completely in a bag, literally in a bag, dude, in a plastic bag. And I took this thing home. This thing was huge. And my parents' property wasn't that big, so the dipole went over to the end of this third house. One side, end of the other house on the other side. The neighbors didn't care, and I strung this thing up, and then I turned on the 500 watt amplifier from ICOM, and I told the same guy the next night, what about now? And he goes, oh man, you're doing 30 over there, Mickey Mouse. All right, I'll welcome you in there, Mickey Mouse. But you're gonna be hearing things there that your parents ain't gonna agree of. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Bro, I would stay up until 3, 4 in the morning and then go to take a nap to go to school the next morning.
That's pretty funny. Nice.
Hey, good afternoon there,
yeah, it's certainly a lot of fun. I'll have to jump on her. Yeah, I just recently got a Heath Kit SB200 I've been playing around with. Doesn't like 10 too awful much. I run a little lower on power, but it seems to be doing pretty good. But these tubes, man, are getting expensive and hard to find.
You can find them on eBay, dude. I always find them. The expensive ones right now, those damn 3500Zs. I got 2 linears that use them. I got an SB220, and there's one guy named Ghost Rider. His name is Daryl. He builds amplifiers. I mean, he builds some fire amplifiers. I mean, we're talking when you name the power level, it's gonna get built. Okay. I've seen that. He was building a linear for a customer, using 2 power pole pigs, the transformers on the power poles, 2 of those, the power pole pigs, using those things as a transformer for this linear, dude. Insane. I mean, I think the linear was a carrier of like 55,000 watts, some ridiculous amount of power. Anyways, he got my SB220 and we converted it to a 3-tube, so it has a separate power supply now. So it'll do some damage. And then I went crazy on eBay. I saw this guy selling a pair of pallets. They have 2 LD mouses on each pallet, BLF 188 XLRs. Each pallet was a 3,000 watt pallet or 3,500 watt pallet. So I bought 2 of those pallets. I bought 2 of the power supplies that I needed, 50 volts, 70 amps, mean wells. So now I'm putting together a fully solid state amplifier that's capable of 8,400 watts. Go ahead.
Holy crap, man. I thought I was doing pretty good with my East Kid SB200 here. Wow. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I've been looking for sweep tubes on eBay, and the price they're going for nowadays is just unreal. I can't believe how much money they're asking for them, and I think they're getting it, because sometimes they'll disappear if they're not too high in price. At $30 or $40 for the 6LT6 is just crazy. I remember looking through eBay before I even knew what a freaking tube was, and seen them a lot cheaper than that, and man, they're just expensive as heck.
Yeah, they're getting expensive. You might have to buy them from China. There was another station that came in, excuse me, off frequency. Tune me in, 28.473.22. I like to be a little bit off the 00. The other station come in. This is W4MBU in company with Stan. Oh, it had to be a Quirmer.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
No, the guy gave me a hell of a signal, man. He was in there with you. All of a sudden, I don't know what he said, but he was off frequency. He sounded like he had a potato in his mouth.
It's very possible. You never know.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that, man. I don't know what's wrong with ham radio operators nowadays. You know, if you're not on a set frequency, let's say like 28.473.00, it's like they forget to use the BFO, you know, left and right. You know, if you go to 473.0, you know, you got to go clockwise 2 notches to 0.2, and then you'll get us in. It's like they've forgotten how to use the BFO.
Yeah, when I had my bow anchor up to running, when I was spinning the dial, every so often they tell me I was off frequency when I was calling CQ. It's like, I'm pretty close to what frequency I want to be on. No, it's not, you know, a perfectly rounded number, but it's just, I can't really fix it any better than this unless I throw the SDR on and try to tune it in with the SDR. But yeah, I guess if you call TQ, the frequency is whatever you're on, not what what frequency the other person responded to you is.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that. I was gonna say that. You took the words right out of my mouth, man. It's true. If I'm calling CQ on some crazy odd frequency, 28.473.23, you know, tune me in, man. I'm not gonna go down to 00 because, you know, you don't want to use your VFO. You know, I mean, back in the days when you had no digital display, you know, you had to, you know, manually adjust your analog display and make sure you did it properly by disengaging the VFO, turning the thing like the Kenwoods and the Yaesus. You know, the old timers knew how to put it on frequency right there on the dial, man. I don't know what it is with these new cats. You know, they got these radios that are even automatic scan and stuff. It's like, man, just turn the VFO, dude. And if you don't, you know, no. But I don't know, man. Whatever. Each person has their own quirk. But I just like to mess with them, you know. I've been told the same thing. Why do you call CQ in some odd frequency? I'm like, bro, I don't know, because I kind of like the number.
Yeah, and a lot of times when the bands are full, it's basically the same spot. It's only 3 hours, so you kind of try to wake yourself
on 11 meters, yeah, man. I love 11 meters, man. I love 11 meters.
You know, the old timers knew how to put it on frequency right there on the dial, man. I don't know what it is with these new cats. You know, they got these radios that are even...
Oh, Jesus Christ, now I'm getting recorded.
It's like, just turn the VFO.
Oh, my God, I'm getting recorded by a Quirmer.
No, man. Whatever. Each person has their own quirk. But I like them, you know?
Oh my God. Hey Stan, do you hear the Quirmer recording me? I mean, he can't even record me with a good audio, for God's sakes.
You know, the old timers knew how to put out frequency right down the
Oh, Jesus Christ.
with these new cats.
That has to be a Quirmer.
Even automatic and stuff. It's like, hey, just turn the VFO, dude, and if you don't, no. But I don't know, whatever.
Hey Stan, are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Dropped out there for a little bit.
Yeah, you dropped out a lot. I got a Quirmer that recorded me. I mean, he's doing what the Quirmers from Miami do, and then they play it back. I mean, that's such an old school trick, dude. Bro, go back to 1985, bro. I mean, are you on a Galaxy radio or something with a talk back and a record a noise toy? I mean, seriously, man, go back to 11 meters. I love 11 meters, man. Trust me, I love 11 meters with a passion. But what I can't stand is a CBer that got stuck in 1985, man. Take your Galaxy that you bought at the truck stop and take it out of 11 meters. I mean 10 meters, dude. That's such an old trick. And if you're going to record me, at least make my audio sound like it came out of my radio, man. For God's sakes, dude.
With your language, you should go back to CB radio yourself.
Yeah, I know. You want me to go back to CB radio myself, but yet you don't know Morse code because you're not a code ham. So I'm going to identify, using my voice. Dee-da-da, dee-dee-dee-da, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-da. So, you'll know that, I've been a ham possibly longer than the, whatever. But I guess you don't like my voice and my way of speaking. And I apologize that your wife might be with the other guy that's possibly a GMRS operator. And I also apologize that my microphone costs as much as your whole setup, dude. I apologize. I fully apologize. Stan, we'll talk later, man, because I'm getting the Quirmers coming in listening because they really don't like the way we're talking and having a good time. Because these are the type of hams that don't know how to make friends. And by the way, Quirmers, you're being broadcasted live on YouTube on one side and on TikTok on the other one. And that's awesome. I love you, bro. You're awesome for telling me to go back to 11 meters. Because at least on 11 meters, I'll talk to people that have real equipment and expensive antennas better than yours. Because you're possibly on a wire giving me that S2 signal you're giving me. So, don't worry about it, bro. Because on 11 meters, I've spoken to guys with 9-element Yagis and radios that cost more than your piece of garbage that you probably bought on eBay. This is W4BU. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, you needed a Morse code because you consider yourself a better ham radio operator than me. Dee-da-da, dee-dee-dee-da, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee.
But I guess you don't like my voice and my...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I got the Quirmer again.
Your wife might be...
Oh, my God.
GMRS operator.
Here goes the Quirmer.
And my microphone costs as much as your whole setup, dude. I apologize.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the Quirmer. Hey, Stan, I know you're possibly hearing me, so I'll be saying 73s to you. And we'll talk tomorrow between, in the morning, between 28.4 to 28.5. All right, 73 is there, Stan. This is W4. Oh, no, wait a minute. I got to do it correctly. Dee-da-da, dee-dee-dee-da, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-da.
And that's awesome. I love you, bro. You're awesome for telling me to go back to 11 meters.
I mean, the Quirmers are going to get a good... If I call my buddy, he's really going to slam 10 meters with about 10 kilowatts. He has 10 kilowatts available on 10 meters. I mean, I would hate to call him, and he'll drive this frequency crazy, and he really doesn't care.
9-element Yagis and radios that cost more than your piece of...
Oh, hold on a second. I got to text him to see if he's home. You guys just made the worst mistake ever.
You consider yourself a better ham radio operator than me. Dee-da-da, dee-dee-dee-da, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee.
Oh boy, I just texted him to see if he's home. If he's home, I feel sorry for all you Quirmers. Hey, what's up there, K8HIF? How you doing, man? Had me on confused. Come back. You're a little bit off frequency. Come back. Not really anything. I was having a great conversation with Stan in Pennsylvania, but the Quirmers came in, No, you sound good, man. You're giving me about a 5 and 6. You're a little off frequency. If you want, I can tune you in.
Well, the number says 473.
Name is Mark, Mexico, America, Romeo, Kilo. I think maybe you're off frequency, my friend.
Yeah, my friend, because I was on 473.22. Sometimes I like to talk on, a little odd. Now I tuned you into 00. I mean, you could have moved your VFO when you came at me. You could. It's just normal practice that you move to the person's frequency. They don't have to move for the other station. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, well, I was pretending to run split, my friend. I'm getting ready for a DX contest.
Okay. All right, man. All right, 73s, man. You're 5 and 5. Good audio. Great audio, man. 73s from W4B.
Bye, 73.
7-3. They're gonna run split. My ass, bro. The frequency's almost dead. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fucking dumbass. Fucking corners. Hold on, let me text my boy. No, it's okay. I just needed you home there to turn on the big boy on 10 meters. Because some of the... One second. Because I had some cormers on 10 meters. Had some cormers. God damn, fucking text. I hate texting. Hey, Sergio. I don't know because I was having a great conversation on 28.473.22, and like we were talking on 473.22, and I said, "Oh, me salió un cormer ahí grabándome and stuff like that." You know these cormers, los amigueros. And I said, "Bro, you really don't want me to call my boy that'll come out here and destroy this frequency." Entonces the guy from New York, I was talking to, he was like, "Yeah, call your boy." Entonces I said, "Bro, that'll be the worst mistake for you, bunch of cormers." Pero nada, they stopped. I thought you were home. I said, See? Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Bueno, bro, let me call you back again because I'm live here on TikTok. Dale, Nationwide. What? Okay, I guess I kind of got flagged for harassment and bullying on my live. Wow. Okay. Somebody flagged me. Alright, no problem. Anyways, guys, I guess, we have people that are envious. Sometimes they're envious and, they're the haters. And, they'll flag me and they're the ones that were corming on 10 meters. I know that for a fact. Because, now I know, because they disappeared. I had more viewers and now they disappeared. It sounded like a furnace in the back. It sounded like a furnace? Oh, you're talking about the static? Yeah, 10 meters is still kind of been open. Oh, your friends there? Who is this?
73 low, thanks to Alpha Romeo. Roger. 10 over, excellent signal. Name is Ralph. State of Michigan, MI. QSL?
can't hear that on the station that good. Yeah, we're losing connections already on 10.
QSL, have a good week and be safe. 7-3 KHCAR.
November 2, Juliet Hotel Romeo.
And 1DKU.
Let me check my TV on my YouTube.
2, Juliet Hotel Romeo. 59 Western New York, near Niagara Falls, 7-2.
And 1DKU.
Well, he said they get an email from the former that I was harassing him on the radio. But he sure flagged my TikTok. That's nice. And why did the amplifier sound like a furnace in the back?
Well, I will send you an email, and I'm going to be there on Friday and Saturday. Sunday I won't be there, but I'll send you an email just as a reminder. And if you're going to be there, we should do a hookup, as they say.
Ah, okay.
Thanks, Jose. Appreciate your kind words. Have a great day and a great next 3 weeks. AJ4 CTU, HK3 Charlie. Thanks, Jose. Good game.
Yeah, that's one thing the fans in my amp are quiet. Very quiet. I mean, my audio processor, the fan of my audio processor is a little louder to cool off the DSP chips.
Ciao, ciao, Jose.
Oh, thank you for the follow there, James. Thank
This
you.
is Hotel Kilo 3 Charlie. Was there
Thumbs
another
up there for
station
you.
calling?
What is this?
Kilo 4 Alpha November Echo. Okay, you were.
It's a new signal. Let me see what it is.
Whiskey 9 Kilo Echo November Golf.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo uniform.
Whiskey 9 Kilo Echo November. I was just listening, gentlemen talk.
Well, I can imagine you are really enjoying your hex beam. Mine is my model hex beam is a K4KIO. It's been up now for almost 15 years.
KE0NSY.
And it's the third hex beam I've had. The first two were Traffy hex beams. So, they're built like a brick outhouse. But they have a different configuration. And the new configuration you can buy today has much better front and back.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
can't hear
enjoying
me a
this
little
one.
right
Mine's
now,
at
Gary.
50 feet as well. I'm using a Yaesu radio, Dennis. One of the new Yaesu boxes that I've had now for just a little more than 2 years. It's 121, so same time as you guys. And I have a good friend who lives, I suppose, not too far from you. He lives in Melbourne, which would be south of you, I would imagine. And I speak to Dawn, WZ4G, quite often. Anyway, nice to hear you. This is our first QSO, and I thank you, and congratulations on your new hex beam. Dennis, back to you. KK4ANE, HK3 Charlie.
HK3. HK3 Charlie, huh? Easy about that. HK Charlie, let's see where he's at. He's in Bogota. I just pointed my antenna towards Colombia to see if I can hit that guy.
Yep, you have my call okay. HK3 Canada. I am from VE land. And would the name of your hex beam be something like VHQ by chance?
He sounds so proper. VHQ.
Yeah, that is built to last. That will last long after I'm gone and probably after you're gone. Congratulations, that's a great choice. And I would imagine that given the storms that you might get from time to time, that's a very smart choice. So well done, Dennis. I'm envious of your luck. I have a friend in Port St. Lucie whose name is Hector, Alpha Delta 4 Charlie, and he's a big fan of that company, and he has a Lux as well. Just loves it. And I'm beginning to feel that I should join the club. He's been telling me all about it for a long time. My amp is an icom, and it's a tube amp. So it takes, you have to tune it up manually, but that's okay. It tunes up very, very quickly by the numbers. Dennis, have a great day. Thank you for this first QSO. Again, congratulations on your FTDX10. The audio sounds absolutely superb. I'm not an audio guy, but Dennis, I would tell you your audio is mellifluous, melodious, bodacious, and all the other adjectives you can think of. It's wonderful. And my transceiver is similar to yours in terms of architecture. Mine's the larger one, the 101, but it has the same front end as yours, and the same, 3-band parametric EQ, and the same digital stuff. So for all intents and purposes, it's the same radio. And it does sound really good. Take care, Dennis. Thank you for the shout. KK4ANE, HK3 Charlie.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, Miami, Florida.
Kilo 8, Charlie Alpha Romeo.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, the voice of Miami.
HK3 Charlie, please copy Victor Echo 3, radio transmitted.
Absolutely. That's exactly right, Dennis. I have had a solid-state amplifier, but it was many, many years ago. It was a JRL 2000, made by the JRC radio company, and it was solid-state. And then I tried, I think,
This guy almost talks like he's AI. I had an amplifier.
I think they were kind of
solid state.
600-700 watts.
And it did this much power.
Amplifiers before and after that were,
And it was made by the HRC company.
heavy monsters like, the Henry.
He almost sounds like AI. I wonder if he talks like that, all day.
And now this ACOM is quite heavy, 96 pounds worth. Anyway, but it works. It works, and there's.
But it works.
That's what's important.
Comma.
And
Well, back to you there, sir. Period.
MD in a solid state amplifier can be better than the third order IMD in a tube amp. I will be there.
I will be there.
And still have a little bit of the edge. Although with pure signal, things are changing very, very quickly. Dennis, good afternoon. Greetings to you and family in Grant, Florida. And thank you very much for this QSO. KK4ANE, HK3 Charlie.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, voice of Miami.
Kilo Alpha 9er Zulu Yankee
Jesus
Whiskey,
Christ.
Milwaukee.
I heard there's a lot of stations calling. I heard a Whiskey 4 station, W4.
Yeah, this is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, John, in Miami. My name is Maurice, and you're doing a 5.9 plus 10 over here. Beautiful audio.
Hello, Maurice. Very good. I've lived in Fort Lauderdale before, so I have some feeling for what the weather is when it's very, very hot and humid. I prefer here. Anyway, nice to meet you for the first time. You're loud as well. I'm using a hex beam and a Yaesu. You might have heard me say that, Maurice. And I'm looking at QRZ.com, and I see one heck of a big antenna out there. Holy mackerel. You're loaded for bear, I see. W4MBU, HK3 Charlie.
Yes, HK3 Charlie, W4MBU. Yes, but the antenna that I'm using at the moment is a KLM KT34 pointed your way. Yeah, what you're looking at there, that's a that's a big boy 5-element Yagi 20 meter of mine. And the radio right now is an icom 7800 with the version 3 firmware 3.51, just like the 7851. I'm running a solid state LD MOS amplifier right now, and the audio is being ran through an Omnia 6 processor for AM broadcast. I probably have a little bit of RF bite because on 10 meters I'm getting an RF bite. So I'm waiting for all the ferrite cores that I'm bought so I could RF proof this all the cabling here. It doesn't happen to me on 20, but it's happening to me on 10. I don't know, with the amplifier turned on, of course. But you have a beautiful signal over here, and I see that you're in Bogota. Actually, my mother's from Cartagena. She was born in Cartagena, Colombia. And so you're from Canada. What made you move to Bogota?
I came here for work. I came here, the international division of our company in Canada asked me if I'd like to come down,
Possibly,
and I said, sure, that's a hell of a challenge. I will come down and I will do that. So I did that. That's how I got here. Very good. Yeah, there is a little RF in your audio. I can hear it. It's not objectionable, Maurice. It's really not objectionable, but yeah, now that you mention it, I can confirm that it's there. Anyway, nice to hear you for the first time. Conditions on 10 are absolutely delicious, as my wife would say. No noise, virtually no noise, and the signals at the moment are S9 Plus. What could you want more? Anyway, thank you again, and good luck with the ferrite. I have ordered lots of ferrite over the years, usually from Amidon or from DX Engineering. More recently from DX Engineering with the 31 cores, the snap-ons. And I find them real easy to apply, and they do the trick. Thanks, Maurice. Have a great day. W4MBU, HK3 Charlie.
Okay, HK3 Charlie, W4MBU. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be getting. But I found them really cheap from Amazon, which are the snap-ons of different sizes, because I'm going to need here for every piece of cable here. And it only happens to me on 10 with the amplifier turned on. You know, it doesn't happen to me anywhere else but here. And, okay. All right, say 73 so you can make some more contacts. I know there's a bunch of people there that want to contact you. It's not every day that you hear Columbia coming in on 10 meters. So HK3, Charlie, this is Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform, the voice of Miami, 7-3.
Thanks very much. Have a great day, Maurice, and congratulations. Hope the ferrites do the trick for you. QRZ, HK3 Charlie.
November 1, Delta, Romeo, Oscar, Milwaukee.
Is there a station with Milwaukee?
All right, guys, I'm going to raise up the volume here and then leave the stream here for a minute. I'm going to have to walk out of the room, get some water. And I'll be right back. This is W4MBU, and I'll be back.
Hello, Jim. Greetings to you in the Milwaukee area. My log says Germantown, but that's back in 1917 since I had a QSO with this particular call. I'm assuming it's you. My name is John, Juliet, Oscar, Hotel, November, and I am due south of you, more or less, close enough for government work. Anyway, how are you copying? And thanks for this first Q on 10, Jim. Again, my name's John.
Hello there,
Said YW, HK3 Charlie.
Juliet, India Lake. Located a little bit northwest of Milwaukee, a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You have just phenomenal audio. Your audio, I was listening to you talking to the other couple of stations there, and you wanted an audio comment there. You have just clean, punchy audio, just phenomenal. You are a 5.9 plus 10, 5.9 plus 10. Go ahead.
Well, Jim, you have made my cheeks turn pink again. One of the stations earlier just before you said the same thing, and Jose made my face go red, and you've just done it again. It's nothing spectacularly special. It's a Yaesu 101 MP, and the microphone, though, is special. It's made by Audio-Technica. When I bought this microphone, it was $50, $49.95 from Amazon.com. And the model number of this microphone is the Pro 8 Hotel Echo X-Ray. Once again, Pro, Papa Radio Oscar, number 8 Hotel Echo X-Ray. It's a small microphone which is meant for background singers, and it's got a rather unusual frequency response. The response is more or less a straight line, but it's not a flat line. The response is low on the left, in other words, the low frequencies, and high on the right. And you look at the response curve, and it's kind of like a straight line and a diagonal. And that makes it a bright microphone that would be ideal for contesting and DXing, and I like to do a little bit of both. Anyway, check it out on Amazon.com. You can check it out also on the Audio-Technica website, and you can download the spec sheet. The difference between the response at 2800 or 3000 hertz is 17 dB more than the response at 200 hertz. So there's a big lift, you know, from 200, 300, 400, 500, all the way up to 2800. 17 dB difference. And when I saw this, I said, I've never seen a curve like this, and I think this is for me. And I haven't used any other mic since. Used lots of expensive microphones and lots of intermediate ones, lots of high microphones over the years. But this is my favorite. And the beauty of it, Jim, is that you wear it on your head. There's a spring steel band that goes around behind your head with a pad on the left temple and the right temple. And the little microphone wand, as I call it, comes down on the left or the right, depending upon how you put it on your head. And the beauty of it is it only weighs 2.1 ounces. It's so light. Initially, when I was using this microphone, I was forever getting up and yanking it off my head. It was just, I just didn't know it was there. Anyway, that's it for me. Pardon me with my trivia. You didn't need to know that. Maybe you knew all that. Well, thank you, Jim, and it's great to log you again. And it's even better with a new contact on 10 meters. AA9 Zulu, Yankee Whiskey, HK3 Charlie.
Yeah, QSL, that sounds good. Yeah, it sounds really like a really nice microphone. The operating position here right now is running my Yaesu 9. And I have a homebrew off-center fed dipole up about 20 feet, running about 95 watts. That's the operating position here. Go ahead.
Super. You're doing really, really well with such an antenna and relatively low. I'm using a hex beam, and it's about 50 feet above ground. Jim, very good afternoon to you. Hope to catch you again soon. Have a great 2024. KA9ZYW from HK3 Charlie. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, real good there. We got 35 degrees Fahrenheit here, and we had about 8 inches of snow there yesterday, and Friday we're supposed to get about 10 more inches. So I tell you what, I'll pack you up a snowball and send it to you, my friend. Have a good rest of the day from outside of Milwaukee. Kilo Alpha 9 Zulu Yankee Whiskey. Be safe, my friend.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for the offer of a snowball. The November 1, is it November 1 Papa Hotel?
November 1 Papa Hotel Radio.
The last letter, radio?
QSL.
Okay, November 1 Papa Hotel Radio. Hello, Matthew. Greetings to you up there in God's country in New Hampshire. I grew up on the north shore of the St. Lawrence River in northeastern Quebec, right across the river from the Gaspé Peninsula. I have lived in Halifax, and I've driven down through your area of the states in the northeast. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Anyway, thank you. My name is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November. Back to you, Matthew. And I note that we have met on 10 meters previously, last November. N1PHR, HK3 Charlie.
I'm on the FT710 now for a couple weeks now, so you sound really great up here, full 5 times signal, really clear. Just say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you too, Matthew. Hope 2024 is a great year and brings you lots and lots of DX. 73, bye-bye. Thank you, Matthew. Is there a Victor Echo 9 station? Yeah, great, Mark. Well, you're right. I am the only dude. I'm the only Canadian dude here. So I'm not hard to miss. Everybody knows me. And I look different from the local guys. You know, tall, blue-eyed, blonde-haired. And I'm taller than most of the guys. So I stand out like a sore thumb, so to speak. Anyway, it's great to hear you. You're mellifluous and melodious, and you're strong as well. Didn't look at the S-meter, but you're getting up there, S7, S8 or so, and nice sounding audio from that radio you're using. Nothing new to report. Rosie and I had a very quiet Christmas and New Year's. The usual, you know, get in bed and watch the silliness on the boob tube. And you know, Mark, the silliness is getting very silly, and now we don't really want to watch the news. And I know it's challenging up where you are as well. Many, many friends in the Maritimes with whom I speak and email. I have a good feeling for what's going on up there. It's a different time, isn't it? Just a really different time. Anyway, back up to you, Mark. The E9 Yankee Juliet, HK3 Charlie. Mark, that is wonderful. And, you know, the very best thing of all is I look the same as I did 20 years ago. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But my mom and my dad did not show their age, and fortunately, my two sisters and I are the same. We just don't show our age, so I just love it when people say, how old are you? I say 39. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, 39. That makes sense. Anyway, yes, the hex beam, the guy who built your hex beam, it's the same design as the one I have, but mine is made by Leo Shoemaker, K4KIO, and there are 2 or 3 other companies around, maybe 4 or 5 other companies that use the same modeling, same elements, spacing, length, and so on, and they work really well. But where you are, yeah, you got to take care of business when the storms come. Anyway, good luck to you. Enjoy your day off, and stay safe when you're back out on the road. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon, Mark. Happy New Year to you and yours. I don't know whether you know Sheldon of the E1HQ, who's down in the southern part of the province. He's sporting a Traffy hex beam that used to belong to me many, many years ago. Anyway, say hi to Sheldon if you run across him. Good afternoon and take care. All the very best wishes, Mark. Good to hear you. AE9YJ, HK3 Charlie.
N1DRO.
Quebec Delta Mike again, please. Whiskey 7, Quebec Delta Mike. Whiskey 7, Quebec Delta Mike. Nice to hear you again. I see that you and I have worked in contests in ARRL a couple of times, 2, 3, 4 times, I guess. My name is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November, and you are loud, and you have just outstanding audio for busting through a 1/4-inch steel plate, Ray. Man, you've got it tuned. W4 QDM, HK3 Charlie.
I've been listening to you for a while. Why don't you tell me about your audio? I can surely agree with some of the points that have been made. They're lacking the low frequency. You want really high fidelity audio, but that's not what we're after. Let's stick with what you do there. I'm running 500 watts to a CB18 scheme made by Step IR at about 50 feet. Go ahead.
Okay, nice antenna. My hex beam, Ray, is at 50 feet as well. It's pointing due north. I'm going to angle it a little bit more towards Idaho. I don't know whether that'll make any difference at all. I rather doubt it. But just for giggles, I've moved the antenna towards you. I'm using a Yaesu radio, as you might have heard me say, and the amp is from icom. It uses a 4CX1000A, and the model number of it is the icom 2100. I also have the icom 1000, which I've used here and really like. However, when I bought the Yaesu transceiver, I thought I'd marry it up with a new amp, although I've kept the 1000 as a spare. Sadly, I'll probably never need to use any more than just one. Anyway, I like it. It's lots of headroom, and it's capable of a lot of power. At the moment, it's throttled way back to about 1 kilowatt output, and that is absolutely plenty. There's no need to do much more. Local time is 1:46. My location is at 2,800 meters. That's 2.8 kilometers above sea level, high on top of the eastern Andes. And being 450 kilometers north of the equator, Ray, we enjoy 12-hour days and 12-hour nights pretty much all the time. And being so high, we don't need heating or air conditioning here. At nighttime, it's 10 degrees plus or minus, and in the daytime, it's 20 degrees plus or minus Celsius, of course. So it's really, really comfortable. So that's the scoop. Looking at the QSOs we've had, I can recognize the dates. ARRL in early March. That was in 2021 on 20 and 15 and 20 again. And then today. I do like the ARRL contest at the beginning of March, and I also like the WPX at the end of the month of March. I like all contests, actually. My preferred ones, though, are CQ Worldwide in October and the CW equivalent in November, and the two that I mentioned in March. So that's about what I do for excitement. Ray, thank you, and back to you. W7 Quebec Delta Mike, HK3 Charlie. And thank you for the report. Appreciate it.
My favorite post wonderful. Ours is about, the elevation is 48. Speaking of temperature, if you have a particular one, back it off to 1,000 watts, I suspect it's a little bit better. Well, I worry you a little bit because I look at one amplifier. Very nice to talk to you there, John, and some of the other contests around here, huh? Yeah, okay, great stuff.
Super. Ray, congratulations on your stepper. It's a lovely looking beast on the tower above the roof of your house. It looks majestic. And congratulations, by the way, on the plaque just over your shoulder in the photo, the DXCC Honor Roll. Congratulations on that. Hope to catch you soon, CW or sideband, in any contest. There'll always be a place in my log for you. Thanks, Ray. Have a good afternoon. HK3 Charlie. Kilo United 4, I think it's Fox X-Ray, KU4FX. Thank you, Dennis. How are you today? Are you still there, Dennis? Yep, stand by, please. Kilo United 4 Fox X-Ray, KU4 Fox X-Ray, KU4 Fox X-Ray. Are you still there, Dennis? I'm copying you now. Fine, but you sort of disappeared. But you were saying you had some bad weather? Kilo United 4, Fox X-Ray. Kilo United 4, Fox X-Ray. Dennis, where are you? No, I put it over to you and just dead air. Dead air. Now I heard you. You must have a problem with the microphone or something, the push to talk maybe? I do, but the audio is not quite normal now. It was better when you first started. Dennis, I'm not hearing you. I think it's a microphone problem. I think it's a microphone problem, Dennis. Go ahead. Yep. During when you said, I'll say 73, your audio was way, way down. I could still hear you, but it was very low. And then the next sentence you took, or the next word you said, it was gone. I think it's just something that can easily be repaired. Thanks, Dennis. This is Hotel Kilo 3 Charlie.
Kilo 6, Queen X-Ray.
Is there a station with Alpha Alpha in the call? Alpha Alpha? Is there a station with Alpha Alpha? The Alpha Alpha 4, come again? Okay, Alpha Alpha 4, Bravo Delta Portable. Good morning to you, or good afternoon rather. Your audio is strange, and I hope you don't have a microphone trouble as well. Bill, my name is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November, JOHN, and I'm looking at photographs on QRZ.com, and I'm wondering if you are in your lovely home on wheels, if that's where you are. Bill, back to you. AA4BD portable, HK3 Charlie. Okay, Bill. Well, actually, you sound a little bit off frequency to me, actually. And I'm sitting here at 28418, 418 exactly. All right, well, enjoy your idyllic location. Thank you very much for saying hi. And take good care of yourself, Bill. AA4 Bravo Delta Portable, HK3 Charlie. Thank you, Bill.
Kilo 6, Queen, X-ray.
Thank you very much, Bill. The Victor Echo 3 again. X-ray Bravo, is it? Okay, there's two Victor Echo 3s, Ken. There's you and there's somebody else. That was confusing me. Nice to hear you from London. Please say hi to Pat for me, the E3CNX, if you know Pat. And I know London very well. I used to have an office there. Had an office in Ottawa, an office in Toronto, and an office in London. And I spent a lot of time on Air Canada going back and forth between the three offices way back when. Anyway, name is John, by the way, you may know. And I see that we have had many, many contacts. Anyway, good to hear you. Your audio is spectacular, Ken. Just beautiful. The E3XBL, HK3 Charlie. Super, Ken. Yep, I lived in Ottawa. I've lived in Ottawa 5 times. I've had 5 different homes in Ottawa and 4 in the greater Toronto area and in Barrie and in Sudbury and in Montreal twice. Actually 3 homes or 3 places to live. One was a condo apartment in Montreal. And I've also lived in Halifax a couple of times, and also, you may remember, in Saudi Arabia a couple of times for a total of 5 years. And that gave rise to a lot of travel in the Far East, in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia. Really a magic part of the world. And I love Germany and Austria. Spent a lot of time there in the summer. So home is where I hang my hat. And I'm getting a telephone call, and I bet you it's to say that lunch is on the table. Just hang on a second. Okay. And lunch is on the table, so I'm going to skedaddle too, and not keep my good wife waiting for me. Thank you. Take good care, and perhaps we can spend more time next QSO, Ken. A3XBL, HK3 Charlie.
Kilo 6, Queen, X-ray.
Let's see who else is out there on the screen. There's only 2 people left on the screen there. Yeah, 10 meters already died. 10 meters already falling apart. You can already see. Let's go to 15. Let's see what's on 15. Of course, FT8 is coming up. I don't care about FT8. That's 20 meters. There's 2 of those. I always have to help out this tuner. Let me see something here. There's the right there. Now let's back down the power. Use the amplifier. Boom, run. Alright. There it is. Okay. Now let's turn around 20 meters.
On your last contact there, so you've got number 2 there. We will fill out on the QRZ and LOTW as well, QSL.
QSL, same here. We'll fill out QRZ and ARL.
Okay, thank you, and happy New Year. No, until the next time. 73, bye-bye. Bye. Okay, guys, on QRT now.
Oh no.
Oh, too bad.
N1FUT.
Again?
N1FUT.
Okay, Norway 1 Fox Tango uniform, QSL.
QSL. My name's Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, and I'm in southern New Hampshire, over.
Okay, I just want to double check. Is it November 1 Fox Tango United?
November 1, Foxtrot, Uniform, Tango.
Okay, Fox Uniform Tango, I got the wrong way around. Norway 1 Fox Uniform Tango, QSL.
QSL.
Okay, you've got a nice signal. You're 5 and 9 with me. Great signal there, Gary, QSL.
You're 910 here in southern New Hampshire, QSL.
Okay, thank you for the plus 10 out of Kingston there. Back into your Kingston, New Hampshire there. And I'm in a little town called Abergavenny in Wales on this side. Gary, I wish you and yours a happy and prosperous New Year, mate. Thank you for coming back to the call. You're going to be my last caller tonight. I got things to do and the time is getting on. Take care, my friend, and a very happy and prosperous New Year to you and your family, over.
Roger, Roger, Amy. Happy New Year to you and the family. God bless. And till we bang your tennis again. 7-3, Fox. November 1, Foxtrot.
He's going off the air.
Take care, Golly. It's been a pleasure.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo uniform. Oh well. Well, guys, that's what happens. They go off the air sometimes. I caught them late. I'm on 20. 20 is exploding right now with signals. This is when amateur radio is worth it. When you have a good antenna, like a Yagi antenna, a beam, or you have a nice vertical, well installed, and then you'll get these kind of signals and you can talk all over the place. And when the conditions are getting better, the propagation is we are going to solar cell spot cycle 25. Well, we are in it, but we're going to reach its peak by the year 25. So, you know, like I say, the most important part of amateur radio is the antenna and the coax. It's always not necessarily the power, but I mean, I am running my amplifier too, so. Because I haven't run an amplifier in so long, so now it's like, it's a normal practice for me to run the amplifier because I'm enjoying it. But I like running off the radio's power by itself too. I'm just enjoying the amplifier. I'll tune around 20 meters now to see what I can find. There's a lot of signals out there. Let me see what I can find.
We used to work with there. We had a pretty nice lunch.
So that's about the only other thing I've done today. So I turned to have Jack, KG5GP, W4, WHW. Go ahead, Jack.
So I'm trying to find some DX, so let me use my, let me use the cluster, the DX cluster, and tune around. I'm tuning around using the DX cluster. I'm not using FT8. No, not today. Not today. I'm not going to use FT8 today. Oh, hell no. Man. Everybody's on FT8, man. I don't feel like using FT8 at all today. I mean, if these guys were to get off the digital mode and use voice, it would be awesome. You know, why always FT8? FT8 is boring. I use it once in a while, but it's boring. You just sit there watching the radio do everything in the computer. I don't feel like doing CW today. Let me see what I can find. Echo Alpha 7 Kilo November. How you doing? 73. Well, my line got flagged a little while ago for harassment to that guy on the video. That's all right.
Yes, the frequency is in use. Thank you for asking.
That's the quiet time. Finish the show, Donald. Producer GFR, back to you, sir.
I think we got line 23 back to net. We're going to go to line 24, and hopefully Ted will hear me. Whiskey Alpha 1, November X-ray Charlie. Ted, you're central call and 1 MRI.
That's one of those nags. I don't want to join the nag.
You got Roger?
I would be the same way with Cold Revolution. No here twice or 3 times, but it's only been a little bit. And it evaporates the next day. But one of these days, like Friday or Saturday, we're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow.
Oh my God. Well, I was getting ready to come and visit you, Wayne, but I'm going to change my itinerary.
Hey, Roger, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So what's happening in your neck of the woods? What are you doing today?
Oh, man, I have done all I had planned on doing today. I had planned on going to the grocery store. Check this out. I had planned on going to the grocery store and getting me some vittles for the rest of the week. I have accomplished that. So if I get up and walk to the mailbox now, it'll be a plus, okay?
Hey, in there, 4F, this is info RAP. Well, I'm not that bad, but I need to go to the grocery store also. I really do. But I'm just lazy. I don't want to go.
Well, see, I got on up this morning, got it done because I knew if I... And I came back, I brought me a bottle of wine back with me. Oh, Lord, I'm sitting here partaking. I am enjoying my day, okay?
Oh, a bottle of wine. Talking on the radio, the best thing, W4MBU.
Catch you later. I'm going to leave it right here, and we're going to listen, and I'm going to play on my cell phone. Talk to you later, Reginald. Sounding good. NS4F, this is Info RAP.
Okay, Wayne, have a fantastic day. And pass along the greetings to the family, and hopefully we'll chat before, we'll chat, if the good Lord willing, real soon. N4RAP 73 from NS4F.
And it's a 4F. This is W4MBU.
W4 again.
Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo uniform.
Mike Bravo uniform. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I heard that you had your wine there, and you're having a good old time there on 20 meters.
Well, I'm going to have some wine. I haven't partaken as of yet. I'm letting it chill down, being I just brought it from the grocery store.
Oh, Rogers on that, man. I like having my cold ones there on 75 at nighttime there, Rogers.
I think you were doubling with me while I was talking. I said, how was your day? And give me your name.
My name is Maurice. I'm located in Miami, Florida. And how was my day? My day was great today. Now in a little while, the day changes completely because I gotta go pick up the kids from school.
Oh, boy. Well, Maurice, sounds like you maybe you should have had a glass of wine, right?
Yeah, Rogers on that. I need myself a couple of them old glasses of wine right there, because once I pick up them kids, when they get home from school, they're rowdy. And the boy, which is 9, he's like a space cadet. And then the 13-year-old daughter of mine, oh boy. So I got to pick them up at 3 o'clock. And the worst part about it, I got to sit in that line in the car waiting Because, you know, nowadays the schools, they don't do what they used to do when we grew up. When the bell rings, the kids ran outside, went to the ice cream truck, and did all kinds of stuff. Now it's like all like a jail. It's one by one they got to be let out. Then I got to pick them up, and they're all rowdy and stuff. And the worst part about it, then I want to get back on the radio, and then they come into the radio room to bug me about anything about their day. Like I really want to hear about their school day, Rogers.
Boy, I tell you, I'll be glad when Friday comes. Well, you gonna burn a fuse. You gonna burn a fuse in a minute, okay?
Yeah, Rogers, you think I've been blowing fuses already? I gotta buy a 20-pack.
Lord have mercy. You have made my day.
Yeah, Rogers, man. You guys hang out here on this frequency daily?
Well, there's a group of guys that hang out here daily. I come through from time to time and mix it up with the fellas and ladies that hang out here. But yeah, it's a group of folks that hang out here every day. As long as they can keep the frequency when Polar's not encroaching.
Yeah, Rogers. Yeah, when I do them little old stations, and when they start encroaching in the frequencies that get out, station not recognized. We're using the big boys, are using them big old toys, you know, making noise. That's what I do. Now I'm having. Let me see what time it is, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. The fact that I gotta get driving. No, it's 2:19. Oh Lord, another 15 minutes, my life is gonna change. Rogers.
Got that shot right. Now, do you go by El Gato?
El Gato is my nickname because. See, on the 11 meters, I'm known as the Jaguar 242, sitting on the litter box, making noise for them boys with them expensive toys. So I got stuck with El Gato's nickname. So every time I get on the radio, I say I'm sitting on the litter box there, Rogers.
Okay. I recognize the lingo, but I never was a part of that culture of QSL.
Yeah, 10 Rogers, man. I still like my 11 meters, man. I still like it. But I've been a ham operator since 1982, since I was like 13 years old, man. And the thing with me is I'm not, you know, I chase the X and stuff, but I'm a rag chewer, man. That's why I like hanging out on 75 meters and with the boys, you know, drinking a 6-pack, smoking a cigar, and just sitting there, you know, on the radio, man.
Got that shot right. Well, that's what it's all about. And that's the joy of amateur radio. There's so many avenues that you can travel within this hobby. That one can find something they like, and the things they don't like, they can just leave it alone and concentrate on what they like, and that's what I like about this hobby. QSL?
Yeah, Rogers. Where are you located?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, man, you got to come down to the Hamcation in February.
Well, I was planning on. I actually had all plans on being there. I have my sister and brother-in-law live in Orlando. And I just contacted them last week and asked them were they going to be home. By golly, out of all the times, this is one time both of them is not going to be home. They told me I could come and stay in their house while they go. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to make it, Roger.
Oh, man, because I'm going to be at that Hamcation. I'm going to be on that Hamcation. Maybe we get a shaking hands there, man. I'm planning to meet a bunch of guys down there. Yeah, man, I went last year. It was awesome, and I'm not going to miss it this year. I take the kids with me. I take the wife with me. My wife is also a ham radio operator. She's Whiskey Golf 4 Alpha Tango in Alpha. And I go to see what I can buy. This time I'm not going to be taking too much money because I've been buying too many radios that I don't even use yet.
I know that feeling. Got my partner breaking in. Hold on just a minute. Go ahead, Miller.
Hey, I was KD4MB here. I was just saying, you must be getting old, Reginald.
Yeah, we can get a
Beach apartment in Florida, and you're going to turn it down. Number one basketball said, I don't believe it.
They don't have an apartment. They have a house.
On the beach.
They don't live on no beach.
Anyway, KD4MB,
You just come over here and want to start some yang. You see how you are?
Yeah, remember, you should have turned out coming down to Florida now.
You see how he doing me? Real cold, man. I would have done you like that, Miller.
I wouldn't be telling people that I'm turning down keys to a condo on the beach in Florida.
I wouldn't turn down a condo in the beach with a couple ladies in it either.
Boy, y'all keep adding to this. Yeah, a couple of ladies and Earth, Wind, and Fire playing concert. Hey, go.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing, a couple of ladies, a bottle of whiskey, and no kids.
Well, you guys are killing me. You know, I really don't want to come down there. I mean, if she was gonna be home or my brother-in-law, either one, if they were gonna be home, wouldn't be no problem. But I don't want to go to nobody's house if they're not there, Roger.
Yeah, you still got to come down to Orlando, man, to the hamcation.
Yeah, I definitely want. I really do. And I haven't turned my back on it yet. A very dear friend of mine, Miss Barbara, in Fort BVT, that lives down in Palm Bay. And I really want to get over and meet her in a bad way. I've been talking to this young lady for many, many years, and I would love to take that opportunity to meet her. So I haven't thrown that ball out the park yet, so I still may end up coming down that way. Okay.
Oh, Roger's my man. Hopefully you come down and check me out. I'll be walking around with my call sign on my t-shirt. On the bottom it'll say Voice of Miami. And I'll be streaming it on TikTok. Or maybe not YouTube. I'll be streaming on TikTok. Because I'm actually streaming right now on YouTube. And, my channel is my call letters W4MBU. And right now you can actually see my radio there talking to you. But yeah, man, for sure, come down to Orlando, man. It's a good ham fest, man. It's the second biggest one from Dayton. Come on now. I mean, I even went to that garbage one in Melbourne, and that's where I picked up an FTDX 3000 Delta. But I went to that ham fest. My friend was raving about it. Oh, man, you got to go to Melbourne. I go up there and I see, like, a bunch of, I don't know, bro, just junk, And then hidden somewhere in some corner, there was a brand new FTDX 3000 in a box. And the guy gave it to me for next to nothing. And so I bought it. But I mean, everything else there was like junk. It's like something that you don't even want.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. Well, I don't go to Ham Fest to buy anything anyway, so I go strictly for socializing and meeting folks. And yeah, I've already, I got wrote your email address down here on my little scratch pad for the contact. And should I come that way, I would definitely shoot you an email, let you know that I'm gonna be down that way. Okay?
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, shoot me an email. I'll get it on my phone, and if I'm there, we'll meet up and stuff like that, man. You know what's cool about that Hamfest, man? Because I never went to the Orlando Hamfest, right? So I used to go to the one in Huntsville, Alabama, blah, 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 blah. So I went there last year, and I saw that they had a vendor selling beer, and I'm like, what? Beer? Beer and wine at a Hamfest? Hold on a second. Chill out. So I get myself the first beer, and the lady tells me $10. And I'm like, $10? I could buy a 6-pack. And she was like, well, it's $10. And I'm like, oh, damn. All right, couple beers. $60 later, I bought myself a 705 icom, and then I spent $20 more on beer, and I said, let me see what I can buy.
You know what? I got to, well, this past Saturday, I think it was this past Saturday, my daughter's birthday was at the first of the month, and she was down in Houston, Texas for her birthday. So this past Saturday, we decided we're gonna spend time with her on her birthday. So she lives about an hour and a half from me, an hour and a half drive from me. So I truck on over to her house in this terrible rainstorm we had, and I get there. And I'm gonna take her out to lunch and dinner. And you just talk about that glass of wine, that glass of wine. I messed around there and I said, okay, it was a nice little restaurant we went to. And I ordered me a beer, a plain old Yingling Yingling beer. And that damn Yingling beer cost one bottle. They didn't even have draft. They didn't screw me. They screwed me. They didn't even have draft. That one bottle of beer cost me $10, right?
Well, you know, $10 for a bottle of beer. You know, it's like, you know, that's crazy, man. You know, that's what happened to me in the Ham Fest. And this thing came in a glass, you know, in one of those plastic glass. You know, I looked at this lady, right? You know, I'm very sarcastic and I have this dark sense of humor. It's kind of funny. So I look at her with this face, right? I'm looking at the beer. I'm looking at her and I'm looking at the beer. She's like, what's the matter? I'm like, it's even in a plastic glass and you're charging me $10. How many ounces is this? She goes, no, it's a big glass. I'm like, well, you know, you can hook up a guy with the green eyes, you know, 54 years old, looking good. Not like the average ham radio operator that has like 4 antennas up on his head, you know, hanging out with 17 handhelds on the waist. And she goes, you know what, you kind of won me over. I'll give you a glass for free. So that's what I did, you know. But bro, the things were expensive. I went to go get ice cream for my daughter, and I was like, $11 for an ice cream cone. And I said to myself, man, where's this ice cream from? Did you get this thing from Italy and shit? And then she was like, no. And I'm like, $11? She goes, well, you know, it's the convenience that we're here. You know, she said it was the... Hello? What the hell just happened to my radio? Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you still there?
Hey, God got me in stitches too. Who's the other breaking station?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Get off on the 5.0 basic rabbit.
The what?
Thank you, I'm sorry, thank you.
The RFI is getting bad inside my
What
room.
did you say?
The computer just took a crazy shit. And they put my radio on 10 meters by on its
You
own.
coming into my conversation.
I thought I
You
blew the hell
coming
out of
into
the
my
radio.
conversation. Don't you think you need to give your call
Bro,
back?
my heart was in my balls were in my throat. I thought I blew up the radio. If I blow this thing up,
Solid Tango again.
I'm still alive. Holy
Solid
shit.
Tango again.
Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the.
Okay. Our call is November Sierra 4 Foxtrot.
Holy crap! I got so scared. I gotta go, babe. I gotta go. I'm just gonna say bye to the guy. I'm gonna go. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god! I don't know how to do this. Hello. I almost blew up the amplifier. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, I fucking did. Holy shit.
Holy shit, I almost blew up the amplifier. I had it on 10 meters and I was talking on 20. I know, hold on. Let's see if this thing is still working, hold on. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. Okay, it's working. Jesus Christ, bro. I wasn't thinking about that, man.
Okay, real good. Well, thanks for giving me a call. I got your call sign as Charlie Tango 1 Alpha Yankee India. Is that correct? Okay. We have several other folks in here talking. And boy, you just busted right over here and made yourself right at home. So come on in here and say hi to somebody, okay?
Oh my God, I would have lost this radio.
Again?
Oh my God, God was with
I
me.
don't want anything. You the one broke into my conversation.
Oh my God, man.
What's your name and station?
Okay, let's do it this way. Charlie Tango 1 Alpha Yankee India. And my call sign is November Sugar 4 Foxtrot. Nancy Sierra 4 Foxtrot. You are 5555 in North Carolina. QSL?
Hey, Reggie.
Hold on. Okay, hold on a minute. There may be some more guys that might want to speak to you. Give me your name again. Let's get your name straight. And there may be some more guys that want to speak to you. What's your name again?
Oh my God, I almost blew up this radio live on TikTok. Oh my God, my nuts were in my throat. That would have been the worst.
Okay, your 1 kilowatt is doing a great job. Anyone else like to speak to this station?
Well, I would speak to him, Reggie, but I'm gonna go. I gotta go pick up the kids from school. I had a little bit of RFI here, and it got my HDR going crazy, my HRD going crazy. I switched my radio over to 10 meters on its own, and then I noticed that my amplifier was in the 10 meter position, man. I almost thought I blew up this 7851. Bro, you don't understand. I'm even sweating. Reggie, I gotta go. 73s, Reggie, and to the other station I heard you. I'm gonna give you a 5 and 5 to the other station. This is W4MBU, and I'm off the key there, Reggie.
Okay, real good. We'll get back with you later.
All right, 7-3.
7-3. Go ahead, Miller. Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna turn off the radio. Anyways, guys, I gotta go pick up my kids. I'm gonna turn off the live 73s. Oh my God, my heart. I thought I blew up this radio. That would have been the worst. That would have been the worst. Blowing up a $14,000 radio wouldn't have been a good thing. I gotta always keep track of what I'm doing, because I don't use the automatic band switch on the amplifier, and I still had it on 10. Oh my God! It caused an RFI in here that my computer went crazy and it switched my radio to another band on its own. That would have been the worst thing in the world. So, all right, guys, 73s. I'm gonna go pick up the kids. Now my life is gonna change until they go to sleep. 73s, guys. This is W4MBU, and I'm clear. And to the YouTubers, 73s, talk to you soon. This is W4MBU, and now I'm turning off the stream. Bye-bye now.